Hi everyone, welcome to TVON. Happy Thursday. My name is Joyce and thank you so much for being here with me on this beautiful Thursday evening. Now, we actually have some bluing block tanzanite today. So, didn't have anything yesterday, or was that yesterday? I had a pendant, but nothing in the rings and I felt a little bad. So I went back to just kind of look through, what we have still remaining here. So what I have brought out today is an emerald cut and a cushion cut, and that's it. Now, I also brought out a pair of earrings that I had designed a while ago and a pendant that was also one of my designs. So, got some variety here today, but that's all I have. So if you want to see something specific, please call us and let us know. And aside from bluing block tanzanites, another, I guess you could say, category that we don't really get to see too much of are the topazes. I have Swiss blue topaz today and I have London blue topaz today in designer styles. I don't have too many of them, so that's all I'll say for now. And of course, fire opal. If you have been missing out on my fire opals as of the last couple of days, I brought out the last one in a ring that we have. It is that pear shape with the white and yellow diamonds. It is one of my favorites, and I have no idea how it is still here. So that will be here pretty early. Cat's eye indicolite. Again, designer rings, black opals, whatever you can think of, they're going to be here. And again, if there's anything that you've seen in the last couple of days that you want to see again, just call us up, give us that item number, and we will look into it for you. So a lot to get to today. Let's get started and take a look at our very first item, which so happens to be a type of opal. Now, this is going to be that crystal opal. It is 1127001, and it looks like this, right? A beautiful gemstone. And if you're, primarily the kind of person to say, black opals are what I prefer. I don't really care for the crystal opals. Like, they may be larger, but they're, not nearly as impressive, right? They don't cost as much. It can't be that good, right? Wait till you see all about this stone, because this is our 675. It is our Ethiopian crystal opal, 11 points of the diamonds, currently in the white gold. However, if you wanted to change the gold color to the yellow gold or even the rose gold, which I think in this case it will look nice either way, you can do that. And of all the crystal opals I've seen, I have never seen a stone do what this stone is doing. And you're probably wondering, what is she talking about? Now, I might be a little crazy, right? We're on day 3 here of dealing with me, but I am seeing some sort of a cat's eye effect in this crystal opal. Now, it might just be the mounting behind the stone. If it's the light, then that's pretty much a given that it's a cat's eye effect, but we will do some investigating here because this stone is just, I did not expect to see this stone here today, and I did not expect to see this stone do this. And not to mention, right, as the stone is just turning on your wheel, you are seeing primarily the reds. And yet, when you look onto the wheel right now, can you see how it's not exactly the reds that are being reflected? It is a bright neon green. So there is some funny magic happening right here with this stone. No surprise there, that is what opal does. And it's not even going to be $19.99. I'm going to borrow this stone just a little bit here, and we will do some investigating because like, I lifted up just a little bit here. The green is still there, right? The green is still reflecting onto the wheel. And then if you look just behind the stone, what is going on? Suddenly there is a bright, intense orange. It's almost like a pinkish orange behind the stone that is reflected onto the wheel. And still, this sort of double cat's eye effect is still happening inside of the stone. So let's take a look. Maybe we can see some more. Okay. And then just like that, the entire stone just turns red. Interesting. Now, I'm not seeing anything because the cat's eye that has the look from the front, they're pretty close to each other. So I wouldn't really say that it is from the back of the mounting here, but I mean, if that is a cat's eye phenomenal look, then that is just something else here. But let me show you what it looks like against the hand. One of the most beautiful crystal opals I have seen, right? And there's a variety, right? Some of the stones, they look like this, where the colors are more intense and more area focused. There are some other stones where it's like confetti, right? It's like the entire interior of the stone just kind of explodes with color, right? This is definitely going to have that glowing aspect to it. It is a phenomenal stone. And guess what? Only have the one. Can't exactly duplicate the stone, especially not if it, you know, really does have that cat's eye effect. I can only think of one other time that we had a black opal that really gave me the feel that it had a cat's eye phenomenal look here, but never seen a crystal opal really do that, even though they are cabochon stones. If you would like this, it's not even going to be $1,299 here today. Again, it's currently in the white gold. Change it to whatever gold color you want. We can do it in the yellow gold. We can do it in the rose gold. We can do whatever gold color you want. But with this particular style, it is simple. It is everyday wearable. I love how the way that the glow moves when the pendant moves, it's almost like you're looking through a magnifying glass, right? It's not exactly like the colorful flashes are the same size throughout the entire piece. It really just, it goes from these like small little specks, right, into these large, intense, just really looks like clouds, right, in your opal, and it is a beautiful piece. This is what it looks like against the neckline as well. So, I mean, from here, it's like, suddenly it's like, all right, are we still looking at the same stone or what? Because that is just phenomenal. It almost looks like, now call me crazy, but it almost looks like the colorful flashes are the cat's eye phenomena itself, which is, again, really different from what we have seen up close. It's not $12.99. Let's bring it back up close here and take another look at what your opal can do. Again, it's a beautiful stone. And I only have the one. It is fantastic. It's only $999. That's it. $999. And hello, Charmaine. Happy Thursday. Hope you've had a great day today. And it's been a very interesting couple of hours here. Had torrential rainfall last night. I woke up at 3:32 in the morning thinking that it was the wind, but then it was in fact the rain. But at least everyone's cars got washed, right? Rather thoroughly. My car was spotless today. And then we also have really, really strong winds today too. So definitely a very interesting weather day, but I love it. So here we go, $999 on this one. Now, I have a couple of diamond pieces that we are bringing here today that are going to be last call. So typically for most diamond pieces, there's really no like set limit, right? It's always just sell it. We'll just keep bringing the style back and, right? But this particular ring that is coming up next, it is last call. So in today's case, I actually do have a very limited quantity. I'll let you know right now, I only have 4. I can only do 4 more of this ring and that's it. It's not even do 4 more at this price, it's just we don't have the stones to work with anymore. So let me know on this one. And next up, here she is. This is 111 5264. So it's a style that's been here for a hot second, and it's bittersweet, but it is time to say goodbye. We don't have the yellow diamonds to work with to create this style anymore. The white diamonds, sure, we'll have them for the time being, but I only have 4 left of this ring. This is last call. We are not going to be able to bring it back. And it's, in fact, even been a while since I've seen the pink diamond version, so who knows where that's been, right? If that's even coming back. But for the yellow diamond version, it's time. This is our last goodbye. I only have 4. They have to stay like it is in the gold color. We will still size it for you. It's a very interesting, like an abstract take on a bypass style, right? Instead of just having 2 equal shapes, one kind of passing the other, you have a round on one side, complete with your VS white diamonds, and on the other side, you have your pear shape set at an angle, right? With your 35 points of the yellow diamonds, and of course a single halo of the white diamonds outside of that. $29.99 was priced on this. It's been here for a while, and you know, all good things must come to an end, and this is one of them. So $29.99, it's no longer going to be. Keep in mind that we will still do whatever size you need. We just have to keep it like it is in the gold color, and I can only do 4 of them, and that is it. This is what it looks like from the side. So once again, that flawless setting. Not a single stone sticking out, right? Every single stone is in line where it should be. Again, every diamond hand set one by one individually. It's not easy to do. It's easy to just kind of look at these pieces and go, oh, yeah, that's nice. But there's not exactly a diamond setting machine out there, right? There's not exactly a robot that can set all of our diamonds for us, right? Every single stone that you see right here, hand set one by one. It is insane. And what's even more insane is the price. From $29.99, we are going to bring it all the way down. It's not even going to be $19.99. And don't think that, oh yeah, that's probably a really small ring, right? Absolutely not. Here is what it looks like on the hand, and I mean, right? Look at the size of that ring. The size of this ring on just my hand, and yes, it is true to size. And guess what? I'm thinking that you could put it on your index, right? Who's to say you can't wear it there? I'm not here to tell you what you can and can't do, but look at that, right? A beautiful ring. It is a larger style. And it's not even $14.99 either. You are getting well over a carat total weight of diamonds here. And yet we are basically just going to stick with the old price and say, you know what, just get the last 4 out of here. We're not going to charge you what we should on a ring like this. And let's go back up close here, take one more look. Again, 4 left on this style, and that is it. What a way to try out our VS diamonds and our yellow diamonds. 2 different colors, 1 ring. That's what it looks like from the back. So it's going to be open, so you can, you know, you'll probably be wearing this every single day. And this, with how the back is open, it'll be easily cleaned every day because you will love it. You will wear it every single day. And here we go. $999. That's it. Last 4 rings we can ever do, and I mean this seriously. Good luck duplicating this style out there in the wild without the help of TVON and still keep it at a $999 price tag. It's not doable. Last call is here. 4 left in the entire world at this price, and you saw it on the hand, right? It's not a small ring. It's really sizable, and it's definitely noticeable. A great way to just put a carat 15 of your diamonds across your hand, truly, and it's only $999. Let me know on this one. And we have also a bicolor tourmaline in a pendant. And the price on this piece can only make me think of that one time I had a ring. It was a large individual stone, and we basically sold the ring at a price that you could not even get for the loose stone. And today I am here to bring you a piece. It is a pendant, and we are going to do the exact same thing. History repeats itself. And that is going to be especially true in the piece that is coming up next with our bicolor tourmaline. Let me know on my $999 white and yellow diamond ring. And the next piece, just a warning, it is in the rose gold and it has to stay like it is. So that's your warning. I think it looks great in the rose gold, truly, with the minty colors. and the lighter pinky colors too. So that is coming up next. If you have any requests, let me know. And I'm gonna be moving on a little bit quickly today because I do have quite a few pieces to share with you guys. So let me know on these. And next up, 111 6852, and it looks a little something like this. I'm wondering if this will sit up for me, and yes it does, thank goodness. So this is going to be our bicolor tourmaline of the day. And yes, it is entirely in the 14K rose gold. It is our 1609 emerald cut, one singular stone in this entire piece. First of all, it's been a couple of years, prices have changed, and one of the prices that we never really notice or really talk about is the price of tourmalines, right? I'm not talking paraibas, I'm talking just these regular, green tourmalines, pink tourmalines, rubelites, bicolor tourmalines, right? We have them here and there, but they're fairly common, right? But they're not exactly the most popular stone, and that's fine, right? Everyone has their own preferences, but the thing is, the prices on these stones have gone absolutely insane. And how long ago was it that I had a ring, I believe it was in the yellow gold, and it had a large stone very similar to this one, and we had priced it back then at a price that you could not get that loose stone by itself for what the entire ring went for. And here, doing the exact same thing, this was our $7,999 piece. It is not a small stone at all, right? Ignoring the rose gold. Let's say you get this and you just want to keep the stone, and if you don't like the rose gold, imagine you just take the piece apart and just, sell the gold, right? Earn some cash on the side, right? But you cannot go out to anywhere, show them a picture of this bicolor tourmaline with this 1609 weight, with this level of clarity, and say, hey, I'd like to pay this amount of money for just a stone, right? They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. They're gonna look at you like, that was a price like 50 years ago. What are you talking about? It's not gonna happen. It's never going to happen. This piece right here is not even going to be $3,999. You see how clean the color is, right? From that minty blue-green color, where it just softly blends into your pretty pinks. The rose gold is there, but it's not distracting at all. In fact, I think it ties together the entire piece quite well, right? And even better is that if you do want to wear this as a pendant, we actually have a double hidden bail in the back. But what I will show you here first is what it looks like against the hand. So again, that is like quite literally half the size of my pinky. That is not a small stone. And look at how much gold presence it has. Look at how much presence the stone by itself has, right? And I'll angle it down so that it's not too bright, so it's not too blinding. But look at that, right? You can see very clearly the gradients of color in your center stone. You can see very clearly how much rose gold we took just to create this one extremely simple mounting. And I am holding it by one of the hidden bails right here, and there's also another on the other side. So if you wanted to wear it with the green at the top or with the green at the bottom, it's completely up to you, right? But the thing is, you're not even paying $3,499 for this piece. The lower I go, the more silly it feels. And again, I said this last time when I had this sort of value. Take a picture of the piece right now and send it to your local jeweler, whoever you work with, and say, hey, how much would a stone like this cost today? Right? I guarantee you it's not even $34.99. It's probably way higher than that, especially considering the clarity. This is what it looks like against the neckline. Again, not a small piece at all. So highly reflective. And we are going to bring it down even more, let's bring it back up close and show you what this piece can do. Not just literally, but also price-wise. One caller gets it. We are making it $2,999, and that is it. $29.99 on, I truly think, one of the steals of a lifetime for bicolor tourmalines. Everything else that I have in the back right now of a similar size is you're going to be looking at a $4,000 price tag minimum. Here you're getting this fantastic stone, a beautiful combination of colors, and it's only $29.99. Again, if you don't care for the mounting, that's fine, right? You can take the piece apart and just melt the gold, sell the gold, whatever you want to do with the gold, right? But just for that stone, you cannot go out in the world right now and say, I will pay $29.99 for a 1609 bicolor tourmaline that looks like that. It's not doable. Only here, last chance on this one. One caller gets it, $29.99 on this one. Now, I know a lot of people have been missing out on the fire opals, and I went through everything that we had today, and I was a little bit surprised because if I remember correctly, I felt like there was at least one other ring in like the cushion cut with the ribbons on the sides, but I might have been imagining things. So what I did was I brought out the very last fire opal inner ring that we have that is not a teeny tiny little size, right? We have, you know, a couple of the smaller stones here and there that we can work with, but anything in the larger sizes that we've been seeing as of late, we don't exactly have those stones to work with. So last call also on fire opal. Inner ring is coming up next. It is going to be 1121730, and it is that beautiful pear shape. It is crisp, it is bright, it is red. So let me know on this one. Going to be moving along here, and there we go. Here is that fire opal that has been one of my top favorites. It is here. Maybe it's meant to be. Maybe it is meant to be here on this day. 415 center stone. 8 points in your yellow diamonds and 51 points in your white diamonds as well. $49.99 was price on this one, and this is the last one that we have in our inventory. Again, we'll do our best to bring back any of these larger fire opal stones, fire opal pieces. I have some pendants in the back if anyone is interested in a style similar to that crystal opal that we had at the very beginning, but rings, for the rings, this is it. You are looking at it. And is that not the brightest, most intense red that you have seen in a fire opal? And although there are yellow diamonds and white diamonds and a lot of gold, right, triple split shank, you have a single halo of diamonds, true to size band on this one. We're not going to leave it at $49.99. It's time for this piece to finally go bye-bye and find its loving forever home. That is what it looks like from the back. I mean, no matter what angle you are looking at for this stone, the entire piece is just surrounded in a halo of bright, hot, red flashes. If it were a cloudy stone, it wouldn't be doing this. I guarantee you that. But look at how crisp the facets are, how crisp the colorful flashes are, right? It's not a foggy stone. There's no flaws with it. It's not orange. It's not even partial orange. There's no, color zoning in it, right? The stone is perfection. It's not going to be $49.99. I would love for someone to have our last larger fire opal in a ring. This will not last, and this is what it looks like on the hand. I mean, look at that. Even from a distance away, the fire opal does not disappoint. The diamonds are there to kind of push your center stone to the front. Everyday wearable if you wanted to, which I should hope that you wear this every single day. And that's what it looks like from the side. A perspective that you won't really see, and yeah, just you can just be happy every day knowing that your stone looks like that, even from the sides. My blue wing block tanzanites today, they look a little jealous right now. This ring right here is not going to be $49.99. It is last call on a lot of these pieces here today, including this one. Here's what we're gonna do. This ring is going to be $1,999, and that is it. Last call on our last fire opal in a ring that looks like this. If you want pendants, I have two ovals. One is a checkerboard cut. They are in a very similar, if not the exact same style as the crystal opal that we had at the very beginning today. But for rings, this is all $19.99 on the one and only that I have here today. Let me know. And next up, I have this Swiss blue topaz. It's in a pendant and it's rather fancy, not only in cut, but also in style. It is, I only have one, so that's a heads up there. If you see it and you are immediately interested, I would really advise you to call in because can't recreate this style. What I have here is what I have. It stays as is for the gold color. It is 1113030. And it looks a little something like this. That is a rather fancy stone, a rather fancy piece, not only in the center stone, but also in the design. It kind of reminds me of a really fancy, like a fountain pen, right? And honestly, looking at it, I feel like it would belong better in a museum where they have, you know, artifacts from the past, you know, historical artifacts. It just feels like something that belongs there, right? But here it is, our 860 fancy cut Swiss blue topaz, 49 points of the diamonds, stays as is in the 14K white gold, an inch and a half from top to bottom. Look at how intricate that design is. And yes, the bail is going to be right behind your diamond piece right here. You can kind of see it from the side as it's turning on the wheel. But this is it. I only have this one. It's not even $19.99. Yeah, exactly. It's over an inch from top to bottom. And here's what the stone looks like when I'm holding it and when I'm just moving ever so slightly. It looks like you are looking into a completely different dimension. Does it even look like a gemstone? It looks like it's gone beyond, right? And that's what it looks like from the back. So again, a very beautiful electric blue. And I agree, Charmaine. She says it's a very cool design. I agree, right? It's definitely eye-catching. Not to mention that one bezel set diamond at the very point there to kind of complete the look, right? If that diamond were not there, then the piece would feel kind of empty, right? It feel like it's, you know, missing something. But the bezel diamond at the very end really just wraps it up. It's not even going to be $999. This is what it looks like against the hand here. I mean, again, you thought that, oh yeah, sure, she's just zoomed up really up close. It's really small. It's only an 860. Absolutely not. And it's not $999 either. This is what it looks like against the neckline here. Again, that electric blue. I have blue nails today, blue hair, and guess what? The most intense blue piece up here is the Swiss blue topaz. Like, there is no comparing this with that, right? In this case, it's like, my hair looks gray. This is the most electric piece. It's not even $999. We're bringing it back up close. Don't charge them $999. It's going to be $888, and that is it. Looks like it is already gone there. Now, I think my fire opal is still here, so looks like maybe our fire opal lovers are not in-house just yet. But what I want to do actually is bring up the two tanzanites that I have here for the day. And the two tanzanites being the two rings that I have here today. So this is one of them. And the other one is going to be an emerald cut. So of the rings, I only have these two options, and they're both beautiful stones. The carat weights are a little bit different. The price is going to be a little bit different. But here's the thing. Size-wise, just looking at it, right, I can't tell you which one looks larger. They look pretty much the same. But would it surprise you if I told you that the larger of the two stones up here is that emerald cut? So the emerald cut is going to be the larger one. And here's what we're going to do then. We will start with the emerald cut. But this is the other option. So just in case you already have an emerald cut, or just in case you already have a cushion cut, you would like to, add some other shapes to your collection, right? I have these two options here today. Rather similar in terms of the setting style. So this is what we're gonna do on this one. We're gonna move aside our cushion cut, and we will start with our beautiful emerald cut stone. This is 1127324, and that is what I am talking about. Here is the larger of the two. Here is our stunning 1407 Museum Reserve. And I briefly mentioned this a couple days ago, but I said that the emerald cuts, they tend to be lighter, right? They tend to be lighter because of the longer facets and because of how, they have a larger surface area to kind of reflect the light, right? This tanzanite just appears and just tells me, no, right? This stone does not look lighter. This stone does not look, like a lavender color. This stone still maintains its depth of color, still maintains that intense red flash. And it's currently in the white gold. If you are okay with giving us a little bit of time, we can change the gold color. But again, with all the delays and stuff, it may take a little bit longer. So if you're open to changing the gold color, and if you are okay with waiting a couple of weeks, we can do that for you. So I don't want to restrict this piece to just the white gold, considering it is one of the last museum reserves that we have in the entire building here. And this is what I want to do on this one. I would love for it to go to one of you guys. I, again, would rather one of our TVON family members wear it than have a museum have it, and then no one gets to wear it, right? This is our $16,999 ring, and this is what I'm gonna do on this one. This is going to be the larger of the two, so the price is going to be a little bit higher compared to the other one. But both stones, again, you saw them side by side. They are beautiful. They are flawless. They have red flashes. The color is there, saturation. There's no lavender stones, right? It's not like any other tanzanite that you see. And if you do get one of our blue-winged black tea tanzanites, even our museum reserves, just make sure that the person looking at it has some knowledge about tanzanites, and that when you ask them what color tanzanites are, they don't just say lavender. So again, just throwing that out there, going off of my little rant from last time. But here we go. VS Diamonds, yes, 46 points on your sideways trapezoid shapes, one on either side. It's like a nod to a three-stone style. And here's what we're gonna do on this one. It is a beautiful stone. It's over 14 carats, and guess what? It's still wearable. Don't think that just because a stone is large that, oh, can't wear it, have larger hands to wear it. Absolutely not. I mean, this is what it looks like on my hand, and it fits quite literally, right? The diamond trapezoid quite literally ends right here and right over there. So it is a perfect stone. It's not top heavy at all. Get it in your size. We will size it for you. And again, if you want to change the gold color, we can do that for you. But in this case, you're not really seeing too much of, anything that's happening on the sides, right? It's just blue-winged black tea tanzanite diamonds, and that's it. Here's what it looks like from the side there. So again, a simple, elegant design, a simple basket for your center stone. Your stone is going to be wrapped in that 14K white gold. And this is one of the last museum reserves. Emerald cuts have, been rather popular throughout TVON history, and I mean, there's just no disputing why, right? One look at it, the light hits it just right, the entire stone just flashes to life, and even if you're maybe not even angling it into the light, you will still see red flashes appear here and there, and that is why this stone is just powerful. It is beautiful. It is for one color only on this one. Let's bring it back up close here. And sorry if you can hear that door. As I mentioned earlier, it is really windy today, so it sounds like the entire building is, breathing, but no, it's just we have some really strong winds today. If you would like this tanzanite, it's only going to be $6,999, and that is it. One caller gets it, $69.99, one of the best museum reserve emerald cuts that I have seen in a long time, and it is here for one caller only. And hi, Melanie. Happy Thursday. I can't wait till I get to go home too. But $69.99 on this one. I have another ring. I think I'll space it out a little bit here so that we're not too overwhelmed. Now, gentlemen, I do have a Colombian emerald gents ring today. It is that Rolex style. It's with the platinum and 18K yellow gold, just in case anyone is interested. So I'm just gonna, quickly flash it right here. Quite a substantial platinum presence and a rather interesting yellow gold accent there. So that is here for any of our guys. And I think my color change sapphire in the gents ring is still here too. So if you maybe are just tuning in for the first time this week, I had a color change, or last week, it was just a purplish blue. And after the end of the show, a couple of us had the same idea of maybe it's a color changing sapphire. And after the show, immediately took that piece, ran to the back, grabbed my little incandescent light, shone the light on the ring, on the stone, and would you look at that? The stone went from a purplish blue, a color that looked very similar to this tanzanite up here, and the entire stone changed into the brightest purple I have ever seen. So from last week, from a purplish blue to this week, that piece has changed into a color change sapphire. The price has not been adjusted accordingly, so if you want to see that again, let me know. But this is here, $69.99, and thank you, Melanie. Yeah, I didn't know I have these actually, so I decided to try out a different color of nails today. So yeah, I think it goes well with the hair, so glad you like it. And tanzanite is still here. If you want to request anything else, just call me, let me know. But I only have these two larger stones, but they are still in that perfect middle ground. They are wearable, everyday wearable too. And next up, I have citrine. I know, I'm bringing out all the rarities today, right? How long has it been since we last saw citrine? This is going to be 1113048. Please do not forget about my tanzanite. We are going to move on in a couple of seconds here, but it is just too beautiful of a stone to leave behind and ultimately leave to the museum. So if you want to think about it some and, let me know maybe in the second or third hour, whenever you're ready, it'll be here. And next up, we have this citrine in a pendant. It is that checkerboard cut marquise, and boy oh boy, is it a large stone. Now the best part is that I get it. For the citrines, there's two groups of people. There's the white gold people, and then there's the yellow gold people. So what we can do for this one is we can do it in either the white gold or the yellow gold only. So I think that makes everyone happy. And here is the other thing. I only have 4 to go around. Seems like 4 is the magical number for today, so 4 it is. Now, this center stone is going to be a 913. It is a marquise cut, but aside from being a simple marquise cut, it has that checkerboard faceting in the front. So as you can see, as the light kind of just dances off the front of the stone, it's not like other faceted gemstones where there is one flat front, right? One flat facet at the very front. It's curved. It's got these diamond-shaped facets that cover the entire front of your stone, giving it this very subtle, curved front. It's almost like a cabochon, but not quite. But this is what we're gonna do on our beautiful citrine. We also have diamonds, right? I'm so fixated on the citrine. We have diamonds. 21 points of your diamonds paved on both sides of your citrine. Yes, it is designer. Yes, it is simple. Yes, you can wear it every single day. No, it is not a small little piece. You saw that Swiss Blue Topaz, right? You saw the size of that thing. This, you know, there's some competition. And here's what we're gonna do on this one. It's not going to be $1,499. Believe it or not, even for stones like citrine, we still pair it up with VS diamonds. Even for a stone like citrine, we still make it in the solid 14K gold. We don't say, you know what, it's citrine, it's not worth as much, just put it in some silver and yeah, right? No, we're still going to put it in 14 karat gold. And here you get your choice, white gold or the yellow gold. Right now it's in the yellow gold, but you really only see it with the prongs and from the sides just a little bit. And it's not even going to be, get ready, $799. Yeah. It's not even $799, and that is what it looks like from the back. A beautiful stone. It is saturated. It is bright. You don't get to see citrines in this size every single day, right? Again, it's quite literally from knuckle to knuckle on my pinky. This is something else. This is something different. It's a larger stone, but you can still wear it every single day. The first one may already be gone, and I only have 4 to go around for the entire world, or whoever's watching right now, right? It's not even $799. If you want to take all 4, you can do that. If you wanted to change it, so if you want to get 2 in the white gold, 2 in the yellow gold, you can do that. Or maybe even just 1 in each gold color, right? You can do that. But I cannot sell more than 4. That is all I have. $799 is not going to be your price. And look, even from here, the checkerboard cut, it's not distracting at all, right? In fact, there's something about it that makes it shine even brighter than it already is, and that is what it looks like against the neckline. Again, it's simple. It is extremely simple, but it works, right? Marquise shapes can't really do too much in terms of design without it, without having to going out of the box and making it a little bit too crazy. But to just have these 2 little waves of diamonds, one above, one below, right? It works with the stone, it works with the size of the stone, and it works as a pendant. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's go back up close. $799 is not your final price here. Gonna put it back down so you can see what this piece is all about. Call me now. It's only $599, and that is it. $599 for a 913 citrine that is not a pale, barely there yellow. That is not a barely orange stone, right? This is saturated. This is bright. This is citrine. And it's only $599 for the entire piece. It is not small. It is not a teeny tiny little piece. We already have 1 gone. We have 3 remaining. So here is your chance, white gold or the yellow gold, for our 913 marquise cut checkerboard faceting of a Madeira citrine that looks like this. And we've had citrine before, don't get me wrong, but to see one in this size, right? It does not happen. And to see one in this size at this price, It absolutely does not happen. Let's give it 60 seconds. I have no doubt that we will sell out on this one. And here we go. Let me know on my tanzanite ring, my emerald cut, my beautiful Colombian emerald gents ring that I instinctively put on my index finger. It fits so perfectly and I should just walk home like this, but I'll show it to you guys if there's anyone thinking about it. I have black diamonds today. I have pink diamonds. I have key earrings. I have a London blue topaz in a pendant coming up later. I have black opal in that beautiful diamond ring, right? $5.99 on this one, guys. The second one is gone, so we have 2 left. And yes, there is a slight delay here and there. So we'll give it one last look here. 15 seconds left on this one, and we'll see who will pick up our beautiful citrine in a pendant, white gold or yellow gold of choice. Now, if you ask me, I do like it just a little bit better in the yellow gold there. So here it is, $5.99 on this one. Now, tanzanite is still here. I think my fire opal is still here. In case anyone wasn't here earlier today, had a fire opal for only $19.99 that I think is still hanging out. So just want to do a color comparison. As you can see, the citrine is that bright orange, and this fire opal right here is that bright red. So drastically different colors. They don't touch upon each other at all in any way. In fact, the fire opal is reflecting into the citrine. That's how powerful of a stone it is. So fire opal is here, $19.99. Citrine, the last one, is still here, $599 on that one. So let us know if you would like to take the last one here today. And let me see what else I have. Pink diamonds. I have so many pink diamonds here today. But next up, I mentioned I had a cat's eye indiголite, and I originally was going to save this for, maybe the second hour, but the value is just, it's just too good to just leave it here. So I'm gonna bring it up next, actually. And my bicolor tourmaline pendant, I do believe, is still here too. So if you want to see that again, let me know, and I'll borrow this guy, move him aside, and here we go. A ring that is so heavy, it immediately just starts rolling around on the wheel. I will have to babysit it. This is 1120714. The very first time I saw cat's eye indiголite, I went, what in the world is that? What stone has this sort of color and this sort of cat's eye phenomenon? I have never seen anything quite like it. And the moment they told me it was cat's eye indiголite, wow, it is rolling everywhere. The moment I realized it was cat's eye indiголite, I was both happy and mortified at the exact same time. I was happy because it was something brand new to me, right? Never seen anything like it, didn't even know that it existed. And then I was absolutely terrified. I was terrified because I saw how blue the stone was, and to have an added, cat's eye phenomena stacked on top, suddenly I was like, oh, these stones must go for millions then, right? Like, I've never heard of them before. Didn't even know that they were real. And here we just kind of introduced an entire mini series of these cat's eye indigolites. And, time passed, got used to the stone, and now I'm looking at these pieces, I'm going, how is this piece still here, right? The value is there. The stone, the color, it's there. The cat's eye phenomenon, it's there. $12,999, maybe that's why. But I am here to give you what might be the craziest level of savings that I have ever seen. 4-carat 20 in your center stone, $247 of just the tapered baguettes in that double halo. Again, we do not just use tapered baguettes for any random stone. It has to be special. And this piece is, right? This is a mounting that could have easily been created for one of our museum reserved tanzanites, but it is here with a cat's eye indicolite. A stone that maybe if you've never seen it before, maybe this is your first time seeing it here at TVON, right? It is that bright, beautiful blue color. And it's got 5 points in the round diamonds, which we're still gonna count those, of course, right? One on top, one on bottom of your center stone. And that's it, 14K white gold. Now, likewise, it is not a small ring. It has got quite a presence to it. In fact, I will show it to you on the hand right here so that you can see what I am talking about. Because that, that is not any regular double halo ring that you see on a daily basis. This is above and beyond. The cat's eye sits perfectly in the center of your double halo, stays as is for the gold color. And here is what I'm going to do. Now, we've had a couple of pieces the last couple of days that have these tapered baguettes. And, you know, you might remember one from yesterday. It was that beautiful black opal in a ring. And I had mentioned that tapered baguettes, they are not counted, like price-wise, it's not counted per carat weight, right? They're not counted per every half carat, every, 10 points, right? Tapered baguettes are counted per millimeter. So if a tapered baguette diamond were just 1 millimeter larger, it could double or even triple the price of that one tiny accent stone. Tapered baguettes and baguettes, they do not play around. They're not priced like the rounds, but here we have done them dirty. We have priced them rather cheaply. And this is what we're gonna do on our cat's eye indicolite. Again, it is wearable, it is true to size, it's not top heavy at all. The cat's eye indicolite is a beautiful cabochon cut. The way that the diamonds sparkle in contrast to the smoothness of the center stone really just also help accentuate the center stone, right? It's not distracting at all. It is incredibly well done. And here's what we're gonna do. Thank you, Charmaine. I know, I love this stone. And yes, my nails do also have that cat's eye phenomena to them, but right, who wants, fake man-made cat's eye when you can have cat's eye in your gemstone? We're gonna bring it back up close. This is what we are going to do on this entire ring, and trust me when I say we cannot create the mounting for this price I'm going to do. I've been saying that quite often, and you've seen the prices that I've done, and it's true. This entire ring right here, right in front of you, with a 420 center stone and 247 of the tapered baguettes and 5 points of the rounds, it's only going to be $2,999. Just like that, instantly saved you $10,000. This entire ring is only $29.99. One caller gets it. I have other cat's eye indicolites in the back in the inventory, but nothing with a value quite like this one. Only one caller gets it, $29.99 on my beautiful cat's eye indicolite tourmaline in a ring with a rather impressive double halo of tapered baguettes. And here we go. One caller gets it. We will find out who will steal the deal of a lifetime here today. And if you want to see anything else, we can bring other pieces out, but they won't exactly look like this in terms of that value. So call me on this one. We're verifying as we speak. Now next up, I know every single diamond piece that I've been bringing out to you as of late, they've all been last call. And forgive me for saying this, but I have another piece coming up next. It is that designer key earring, and it is also going to be last call. If you maybe remember this, I feel like it's been a while since we've last seen this style of earring, but I remember the first time we brought it, it was surprisingly popular. And, you know, I'm not one for, you know, outright like, you know, hearts, flowers, this or that, like, you know, safety pins. But I do really like these key earrings, and no, they will not open a door, so don't try to jam your key earrings into any sort of lock. It will not work. And next up, it's 1112617. I can't believe this is still here, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes in the next couple of minutes here. So I know it's too many deals in the first hour that everyone's having a hard time deciding. I get it, right? This is what TVON is here to do. We are doing our job. And next up, key design earring. Now, these are going to be a little bit difficult to kind of display both at once. So what I will do is I will kind of hover one right here so you can see what I am talking about. It is going to be that designer key. And yes, it is a hoop. So if you wanted to remove the key and just wear it as a pendant, you can do that. And if you just wanted to wear, you know, this as a pair of hoops, you can do that too, right? But this is our key hoop pendant. They are perfectly matched, and that's what they look like from the side. So it's going to be a hoop on the top, and then you will have your key at the bottom. That's what it looks like from the back there. So it is going to be mirror finish gold, white gold or yellow gold only on this one. And I will in fact give you the quantities as well. Ooh, who's asking for this? Karen. Karen, I have been a little bit sad the last couple of days because this piece has still been here. But maybe not anymore, and I would love to bring it up right after we get to these key earrings right here. Mirror finish gold on the back. I have 5 in the white gold, and I have 2 in the yellow gold, and that is it. So you get your choice still, white gold or yellow gold, but what I have is what I have, and I know 7 pairs of earrings, it sounds like a lot, but it is not, right? It is not. Now, $39.99 was price on these, and here's what we're gonna do. Last call on our designer key earrings. I just think that if you were to get one pair and, you know, just take it off of the hoops and sort of just, you know, keep one for yourself and give the other one to maybe a loved one, maybe a sister, right? You could both maybe, you know, wear it as a necklace, as a pendant, right? String it through a chain, and then there you go. You have a necklace. Or if you wanted to just string the, let's say, a diamonds by the yard through the hoop itself and wear it like that, right? It's a great idea too. But here's what we're gonna do on our once $39.99 price tag. We're gonna bring it all the way down. It's last call on these, so this is it. As you can see, it's rather labor intensive. This is not just pave diamonds, this is micro pave. So each diamond that you see here, if you could even see each individual diamond, still has 4 prongs surrounding each stone. So we'll get to this one real quickly. We'll bring it back up close, and here's what it looks like against the ear. So it's not a small piece at all. It's not like a charm where it's like, oh yeah, that's cute, right? This is this is definitely cute, but this is also very substantial, and it just screams designer, and you won't have to even pay that designer price tag either. We'll bring it back up close. I think Karen is waiting on the lines for the request that was brought out, so thank you for your patience, Karen. And here is what we are going to do on this one, this beautiful key style earring. It's going to be $1,299, just like that. Micro pave they may be, smaller diamonds they may be, but still absolutely sparkling and dazzling, and it's only $12.99 a pair on this one. And you can see that the hoop is seamless. So truly, if you wanted to kind of break apart the piece and once again just wear the hoop by itself and wear the key as, you know, again, a pendant, right? You can do that. It's completely up to you. I love fun pieces like this where it's not just one particular way that you have to wear it as, right? Here's a piece where you can have fun. You will have fun. And try it out. $12.99 a pair on this one. Let me set it down right here so I can go and get the request that was brought out for Karen. I can't believe it. Jason, is that Karen waiting on the lines? Thank you. Thank you for your patience. I'll bring it up right up next. And this is one of those values that I had a couple of days ago that everyone in Facebook chat was screaming over, asking, how is that possible? You can't even get the gold for the price. So we're gonna move on a little bit quickly here, but these are still available. And we will move on to this piece that we had not too long ago. That today is the day that it has been requested that it will go. This is 112-2082, and this is going to be that double tourmaline look with the pear-shaped pink and the, I called it a fancy, but they're calling it a trilliant. It's like a fancy trilliant golden, 13 points of the diamonds, and all of this gold. That golden tourmaline. Once again, just love how it has this just slightly muted color, very similar to a color change diaspora color, so that your pear-shaped pink is given center stage to their shine. $49.99 start price on this one, and we had brought it all the way down to $1,599. Of course, I will be able to measure it here. So I don't want to give you guys an empty screen, so I will put up something. So let me show you what it looks like against the hand first here. And there it is. Let me find a ruler. So that's what it looks like from afar. So even just without a measurement, just against the hand, it's really sizable, right? It's like knuckle to knuckle on my ring finger here. So it definitely is a larger size here. And let me also measure this piece. So it does curve a little bit, but it's going to be 1 3/4 inches from top to bottom. And this is also what it looks like against the neckline here. So let's take a look. And there we have it. So $319 in your pear and a carat 56 in your golden. Both are substantial stones. You can wear it as a pendant like this, or if you wanted to wear it, you know, as a pin, you can wear it like right over here. And again, it's a beautiful piece. You can't recreate this for $15.99 for just the gold. So just keep that in mind there. And again, beautiful piece, only $15.99. One caller gets it. Let's bring it back up close. I'll move aside Mr. Tanzanite here. And up close we go. So here it is, our beautiful double flower piece. And she's gonna think about it. Sounds good. This is what it looks like from the back too. So the pin really follows the flow of your piece here too. So it's a rather beautiful piece, and not just saying the design, but the stones too. Every single aspect of it when put together is it just works, right? So here it is, $15.99 on this one. And before I say hello, I think we all should just take a proper look at our tanzanite here, which was 112-7324. Can't even read anything 2 feet in front of me without my glasses on. So hopefully that's the right one. Looks like it is. So love to see that. So let me know on the double tourmaline brooch. That one looks like it is still going to be here for the time being. And in the meantime, my tanzanite is still here for $69.99. Same goes for my cat's eye indicolite as well as my pear-shaped fire opal. So some pieces that have been in high demand as of late are still hanging out here. So if there's anything you want to see again, let me know. And coming up, we are already into the second hour. Hello everyone, my name is Joyce. Happy Thursday. We have a gents ring. I am wearing it right now on my index, and it is sizable. It almost looks like a signet ring from here actually. So beautiful piece, lovely stone, and it'll be coming up. So if you want to see that, if you want to see any of our gents rings, I have brought out I want to call it a star sapphire. So if you want to see that, I got one. Also in the Rolex style, so I know it's like we have this one and then we have the other one. So if you want to see some variety, I'm sure we have a selection of gents rings in the back. And Windsor Sapphire is here today. Now I brought out a pendant today because I saw it and I was like, oh, that's really fun. So maybe it's just for like a little show and tell moment, but I do have Windsor Sapphire. And we had citrine, Swiss blue topaz. If anyone would like London blue topaz in a pendant, I got one last option for today. And if you've been liking those designs, just let us know, and then we can bring more of them out in the future here. So black diamond earrings still to be had. My key earrings are still here, which if you want another look at it, just call me up and let me know. I know I moved on a little bit quickly from those, but key earrings are still here. A couple of pieces from the first hour are still hanging out here and there, so call your operators, let them know. They will check on availability for you. And let's go back to our tanzanite here. Take one more look. And key earrings, yes. Gent emerald, yes. Pink diamond. Had a couple of pink diamonds recently. Most of them were GIA certified. However, if you maybe wanted a pink diamond that is not necessarily GIA certified, but a fantastic value. I know it's reading more like purple, right? But that is a pink. If I'm being picky, I am seeing a little bit of purple. And that is here too for anyone who maybe wants to think about it. Let me try this one on just one more time here for anyone who maybe missed it earlier today. So that's what it looks like on the hand, and again, that beautiful, intensely saturated color. Red flashes throughout. Perfect medium size, 1407 emerald cut. It's not overwhelming at all. The mounting is just perfectly simple, that it works with the center stone and it works to wear every single day. It's only $69.99. White gold, yellow gold, or the rose gold, but just keep in mind if you want to change the gold color, just give us some time and we will work on it for you. But aside from this one, I have a cushion cut, 3-stone style, and that's it. So let me know on this one, and we'll bring it back up close here, take one last look at it before we go. I don't think I showed you guys the back of it actually, so I will do that right now. So there we go. Did everyone see that? Did everyone see that red there it is again. Okay. So red flashes through the back of the stone. At this point, are we surprised? It's always a surprise when we see it, right? But, you know, at this point, it's pretty much expected. But it's always nice to see red flashes through the back of the stone, too. So here we go. $69.99 on this one. And I had flash in aquamarine, I think it was 2 days ago, that I didn't really get to. But I also have a black opal that is also going to be last call on this design. And that's, again, because of how labor intensive it is, to really just create the mounting by itself. So we'll recap the tanzanite as many times as it needs to go, but this right here, 1121371. This is our 403 black opal. Not only that, but it has 227 of just your diamonds. We're not even counting the gold, the pure 14K white gold that we used to make this mounting, right? And a very, I guess, frequent question that we are asked is, what's the gram weight, right? What's the gram weight? What's, you know, most importantly, what's the gram weight? And we don't do gram weight because we will size the ring for you. But just know that this, you've seen a couple of our dome style rings before, and this is not exactly like our signature style. It's not exactly like single halo designs, right? This is that, but so much more. In fact, I will zoom in just a hair here so you can see the design a little bit better here. Trying to zoom back the hand shot just a little bit. But this is what we're gonna do on this one. $9,999. And it's still here. Over 2 carats of diamonds. And you know what? Let me zoom in even closer so you can see the diamonds that it took to create this design. It's not easy to do. Once again, every single diamond was hand set. Gonna block one of the lights so it's easier to look into because VS diamonds can be rather blinding. So there we go, right? Even in the interior of this design where it has like that floral look to it, 3 diamonds in each of those sections. It's not 1 diamond and then empty space on the sides. We filled in all of the empty gaps so that it's completely covered in diamonds. Still thinking about that citrine pendant. I don't blame you, right? I mean, I'll even take one. If there's one at the end of the day, I'll take it. But yeah, citrine pendants, still talking about that. I know it's like, citrine pendant? For how much? Right? But yes, I mean, right? We were talking about the diamonds. And I'm gonna turn the ring just a little bit to the side here. So you can see how many rows this one ring has. How, once again, perfectly set the diamonds are in a line. Each stone is perfectly matched. And I know it's hard to believe. It's like they're just round diamonds. They're everywhere. You don't have to do any Yes, you still have to do matching. And you know, we have VS diamonds. Our diamonds are a G to H color, in case you're interested. And they don't exactly all come packaged nice and neatly, right? Even in terms of the millimeter size, right? We have to sift through all of the parcels of diamonds and we have to separate them per millimeter size. And I do not mean 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeters. I quite literally mean 1.1, 1.15, 1.2, 1.25. It's just like that. It is, there's a lot happening behind the scenes, right? It's not all packaged neatly in this little box for you to just open and use, right? There's a lot of sorting to be done. There's a lot of matching to be done. And finally then, right, you will get to use the diamonds to create a mounting like this. I'll zoom back. You can take a better look at our entire opal ring. And I remember one of the first tasks I was given when I first got here was I was actually given one of those tiny parcels of diamonds, and I thought I had felt anxiety before. I was beyond stressed. The diamonds were literally like little particles of dust. You move the bag ever so slightly and the diamonds, they jump. I was beyond stressed, and yes, I had to, I believe it was put every single stone in its own little small plastic bag. So yeah, it was, it was nerve-wracking to say the least. Like anytime I breathed or anytime I just slightly bumped the bag to get another stone, I would see like 10, 20 diamonds just start jumping everywhere, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I think I lost one, right? It was nerve-wracking. So it's, you know, just because it's, you know, white diamonds does not mean that it's easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? There's a lot of work that still goes on behind that fact. And here's what we're gonna do on this one. A piece that has required a lot of diamonds to create and a beautiful workmanship as well. It's not going to be even $4,999. Would love for someone to maybe today have this piece, because once again, cannot recreate this mounting. We're not able to bring this back, right? You guys might remember the style from many years ago. Had it with tanzanite, I think we had it with aqua, fire opal maybe even, but didn't have it every single day. It's not like our signature style, like our bridge style, which, you know, we can kind of recreate it, do some versions of it, and bring it back, you know, often, right? This is a ring that requires this many diamonds and this much time to set each stone, and again, over 2 carats of diamonds. VS diamonds, I know we don't do it justice with the pricing that we do, but we are just here to move these pieces so that you can add an extra piece to your collection and not even have to pay $49.99. Wait till you see what it looks like on the hand. And here's just an idea, but you don't necessarily have to wear it over here either, right? You can move it across the hand if you wanted to, but a beautiful, sizable 403 black opal with that medium bluish grayish background color. It really helps with the transition from that neutral blue into the brighter, more royal blues, and then ultimately leading into your bright neon greens. It is a beautiful ring. The mounting itself is stellar. It is bright, it tapers nicely, so it is true to size on this one. White gold stays as it is. The diamonds quite literally go from the very front all the way to where it meets your finger. There is not a single empty space to be seen. That is how thorough we were with this design, how thorough we were with the setting of the stones. And it's not even $3,999. You have to consider this one seriously. It is a beautiful piece and it is bright. This is what it looks like back up close one more time here. And yes, it also does have an under gallery, so extra level of comfort. And hi, Miss S. Yes, it's me again. And I know, right? Miss S says, another migraine setting for the bench jewelers in that ring mounting with all the diamonds. I mean, it only takes us like 2 seconds to look at any ring and just go, oh, that's pretty, right? But to really think about what goes on behind the scenes, it's, you know, you gotta appreciate it, right? You can't just go, yeah, whatever, it's nice. You have to really think about, you know, these stones were, this piece was made with love. And sorting emeralds once and they jumped off the table. Yeah, that's, if anyone ever has an opportunity to go out and to kind of just, you know, try your hand at, you know, being a bench jeweler, it's definitely an experience. I tried it one summer in, I think it was 2019 on the East Coast. It was more like a fine arts meets fine jewelry sort of thing. And yeah, she worked with leathers, and it was a Japanese jeweler, and she had done pieces for movies and magazines and such, but yeah, I just can't imagine. Thank goodness she didn't let me handle any of the smaller stones. I could barely get soldering right, so that's how I knew that it was not for me. But yeah, it was fun sculpting the I don't want to like give it away, but she had me do some sculpting with the drill tools and stuff, so that was nice, and some polishing too. So that was more my part than, you know, soldering and setting stones. So yeah, it was a very interesting experience. Definitely learned a lot, and learned that there are some things that I probably should not be doing. So yeah, if anyone ever gets the opportunity, maybe even just like a workshop or anything, like I would really encourage you to just go out there and just try it out. Definitely is a fun experience. So with that being said, this ring is not going to be $49.99. It is comfortable once again. And yeah, truly you can wear it anywhere on the hand, minus the pinky, minus the thumb. If you would like this ring, one price, one collar, $3,777 on this one. That's it. $37.77 could not even get you the mounting in today's day and age of gold and diamond pricing. And here you're getting basically a free 403 black opal in the center of it all. And it is such a bright stone. I mean, right? Primarily the blues and greens, but you kind of see the bottom right corner is what I mean by it transitions from that medium bluish gray into this bright royal blue, right? It is a beautiful stone. It may not have that red flash that we, you know, are used to at this point, but still a fantastic stone regardless. And it's only $37.77 on this one. Someone has got to grab it here and let me know. Now, I have a pearl piece today. It isn't a flower. It is a brooch, and it is by far one of the most important pieces that I have seen, one of the most unique pieces I have ever seen. Now, it may not be everyone's cup of tea, so what I'll do is I'll just do a quick little flash of it. Not sure if anyone remembers this piece, but in case anyone happens to remember it, it is still hanging out here and still available if you would like to see a full presentation on that one. Now, we're gonna go back into the Blue Wing Block D tanzanites, and this time, we're gonna go and take a quick look at 1125694. It is going to be one of my pendants. Don't worry, it's not the big one. It is one of my pendants, but it is going to be that hourglass style. So keep your eye on that one. But we're gonna move on to this piece right here. And that's what it looks like. Now, a little behind the scenes on this one. These two stones were given to me separately. So these two stones were not a perfect match pair. And if you can look really closely here, you'll notice that the cutting is a little bit different. But I thought, you know what? These two fancy cuts, it's not exactly easy to really make something cohesive out of it. So what I did was I took a good long look at these two stones that were handed to me and put them side by side and had them flipped around while also side by side, had them put in different angles while still being side by side, and after hours of just looking at these two stones, I went ahead and I said, you know what? I think it's meant to be to have these two stones in one piece. And the next part was, well, what kind of piece, right? Ring, earrings, pendant, bangle? At that point in time, I had already created a bangle. You might remember it. It had hexagon cut tanzanites in it. And I said, you know what? These two shapes, after hours of just playing around with the orientation, I like it like this the best because it reminds me of an hourglass, right? I don't know, there's always something about hourglasses that's really just drawn me in. I've always loved, just flipping it over and watching the sand just go down bit by bit, right? But here with this particular shape, I just thought it was meant to be. This is our 1183 total weight of your fancy cuts. Museum reserves, of course. And 35 points in your diamonds. Didn't want it to be entirely diamonds, didn't want it to be entirely gold, so I thought, make it half-half, right? That's fair, right? Split it down the center, kind of literally, and just give it that slight look where you have a contrast between the diamonds and the gold. The diamonds, of course, overlapping the gold, but you have your two tanzanites set like so. This is what it looks like against the hand. Now, I could have easily made it like a bangle, I think, maybe like that. But I just think that if it were a bangle like that, I would feel a little bit, I don't know how I would feel about the center part where it meets at a point, right? I feel like I would be missing something there. So at the end of the day, I just opted for a pendant like this. Again, really liking the hourglass sort of shape. This is what it looks like against the neckline. So again, each stone is not small. They are both bright, beautiful, red flash. Yes, everything you want. Blue Wing Block D tanzanites, museum reserves, and no matter from what angle you look at it from, right, it doesn't look like the stones are mismatched, right? They're both that very similar fancy cut. They are just set just right in this mounting, white gold only on this one. And let's bring it back up close. Take another look at it, and here we go. It didn't take that long to design it. It was more so just inspecting the stones and just making sure that, what I'm going to do is, like, I won't regret it, right? And I don't. You're just looking at the piece right here and it looks fine, right? It looks pretty nice, and it's not like any other tanzanite pendant that we've had, right? How many pendants can we count together that are just, oval, round, cushion, square cushion, emerald cut, azure cut, and it's just single halo around that, and then diamonds down the bail, right? But this one takes it a little bit further with the design, and it's not going to be even $15,999. And Miss S just had a fantastic point. She says, I think this pendant is symbolic of the fleeting nature of time and the need to enjoy our life while we are here. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that sentiment, right? Time is fleeting, and we are all here together on a beautiful Thursday night with the door just shaking off to my left and the wind is howling. And we are all here together on this Thursday night to really just admire and appreciate not only the Museum Reserve Blue and Black Tanzanites, but everything that we have here at TVON, right? We're all here together. We're all admiring this piece right now. And this is what we're gonna do. Stays as is in the white gold. It's not even going to be $5,999. I would love for someone to have this. Again, I think since I had a hand in designing this piece, I'm gonna do my best to to hold it off from the museum for as long as I can. But I would love for one of you guys to wear it, especially considering this newfound symbolic nature of this piece. One caller gets it. Call me right now. It's $4,999, and that's it. $49.99 for a pendant that I will show you against the hand one more time is not exactly small in nature, right? Even that one stone, if we were to just, ignore the other stone that I'm holding, that one stone by itself could have easily been a ring, but it just didn't feel right. It felt like these two stones had to be together, and together they are until the end of time. And it's only $49.99 on this one piece here today, complete with the red flashes. The way that the light just bounces off of the diamonds and the gold just really gives it this extra level of dimension to it that I didn't really realize that gold could have, right? The light isn't exactly hitting the entire surface of the gold at the same time to the point where it's all illuminated like this, right? The way it kind of just goes through the gold, where it just almost looks like the gold is materializing in front of you, right? It's such a fun piece. I would love for someone to have it. $49.99 is your price on this one. And we'll bring it back up close here and see if anyone would like to take my hourglass style blue wing block tanzanite piece of the day. And we also set it down on the side too so that you can see what it looks like from the side. So as you can see, there really is just one designated hidden bail right here, but truly it's open throughout the entire piece. So if you maybe wanted to wear it a chain through this side, I mean, I'm not telling you no, but you can do that. But again, it's just hidden bail right here over on one side, but it's open throughout the entire piece. Wear it however you want to and just love and enjoy it. So here we go on this one, $49.99. And let's see. I have this Windsor sapphire in a pendant. It is kind of small, but even though it's rather small, there was an aspect to it that I thought was really cool. Now, aside from that, I also have a London blue topaz in a pendant, continuing with the checkerboard cut, but this time with a different shape. So if you maybe citrine's not your thing, you prefer the blues, got a London blue topaz coming up. I also have blue wing block tanzanite earrings that I had created with stones very similar in shape to these two stones that you see up here. So we'll get to those as well. And do not forget about my emerald cut, my 1407 emerald cut. Had it in the very first hour, looked a little something like this, even blurry, it looks phenomenal. And my $29.99 cat's eye indicolite is still hanging out here as well. Now, next up. Miss S says, it could be the ultimate bow tie. I think so too. When I had it against my wrist, I was thinking, you know what? Kind of looks like a bow tie, but who wears a bow tie on their wrist, right? But if you wanted to Play around with the chain placement on this one. I mean, you could definitely wear it as a bow tie, but we're going to move along from this one. And next up we have a Windsor Sapphire that goes by the item number 1127084. And it looks like that. Now it looks a lot different than what I saw in person. And it kind of even looks like it has the remnants of that hourglass motif with the blues in the stone. The first thing I thought of when I saw this piece, which is our 81 point Windsor Sapphire emerald cut center stone, 8 points in the diamonds, is once it's upright, but it's sideways now, but once it's upright, the first thing I thought of was, do you guys know of those rather iconic photos of Mount Fuji? That was the first thing I thought of. I mean, it's just too perfect, right? For a second I thought, you know, maybe it was the angle that I was looking at it from that kind of reminded me of that, but I, you know, looked at it, I turned it around, and I was like, you know what? It definitely just looks like a mountain. And, you know, I haven't left the country since I was in 4th grade, so I haven't done any, you know, traveling, long distance traveling, but, you know, I would love to go to Japan one day, but this is what it looks like. And you can do it in the white gold, the yellow gold, or even the rose gold. $39.99 was price on this one. I mean, the contrast is just so unbelievably stark on this one between the bright royal blues versus, I want to call it even like an icy yellow that is in the primary color of your Windsor here. It's like a bicolor look with a pattern in it. It's not even going to be $19.99. Again, it just automatically reminded me of Japan, even though I've never been there before. And this is also what it looks like against the neckline here. So even from here, you can still see that mountain shape inside of your stone. That is how prominent it is. $19.99 is not going to be your price on this one. Change the gold color if you would like. Love it in the white gold as it is. And let's bring it back up close here. Take another look and see if anyone would like to take our beautiful Windsor Sapphire for the day. Now it almost looks like the mountain is also reflected into the sky, kind of like a reflection in water. So it's kind of like the ink blot test. Like, it's open to interpretation. I saw a mountain. You could probably see other things here, but it's going to be one price at the end of the day, and that price being only $999 on this beautiful unheated Windsor Sapphire. Independent, $9.99 on this one, and there it goes. I would love to also show you what it looks like from the back here. So from the front, right, very clearly you can see that mountain. Now from the back, it's like we took that mountain picture and then we just made it abstract, right? The way that the blue is so specifically, just selectively in that one part of the stone is just, it's a little funny to me for some reason, but it is a beautiful piece, only $999 on this one. And even though the center of the sapphire being an icy yellowish color, it is still bright, right? This is what the emerald cut does. It almost looks like one of our diamonds, right? And we've had quite a few diamonds here and there, especially those yellow diamonds. And this piece right here is definitely reminding me of one of our larger 2 carats plus yellow diamonds, emerald cuts. But this is here, $9.99 on this one. And next up, I just thought that this was a fun little piece to share with everyone. Next up, we have 111 3058, and it is going to be our London Blue Topaz in a pendant. Now it's going to continue with that checkerboard faceting motif, but this time, instead of the marquise, you have got a rather fancy leaf cut. And it's going to be looking away from the camera for a second here, so let me zoom out just a hair here, continuing with this very simple designer style. This is 111 3058, and this is our 766 leaf cut center stone. From the back, it looks like this. It is all entirely open. Look at all of the gold that is required just for this one single stone. Here is our leaf cut checkered board. You have 17 points in your diamonds in this very subtle wave shape, mimicking the shape of your center stone, leading into the also a leaf shape in your bail here. This is a beautiful stone as well. A deeper blue color as opposed to the Swiss blue topaz we had earlier today. And would you believe me if I said that this piece is no longer going to be even $1,999? Now it has to stay like it is in the white gold, even though I do love a good London blue in the yellow gold. Has to stay like it is in the white gold. Can't recreate the style and still keep it at the same low price I'm about to do here. This is what it looks like against the hand, just a size perspective, right? That is impressive. And if you maybe picked up the Swiss blue topaz, if you maybe even picked up a citrine, maybe even want to consider adding this one to your collection, given how designer this piece really is. I love how the stone almost looks like it's been just sat into the gold, right? It doesn't look like it's been set. It just looks like someone just put it there, right? Of course, it is set securely, so it's not going to fly out of your pendant, right? I'll even shake it to prove it to you. But it is beautifully set, and you kind of have a prong at the very top of your stone where it almost looks like a heart, right? I always love that style of setting stones with points to them because we all like our rounded prongs, but to give even the prongs a designer aspect to it, right? That is just thinking on the next level. Here's what we're gonna do. It's not even $999 on this one. If anyone would like one of my London blues, this is all I got for today. If you wanna call and request anything, we can certainly check and see what we might have in the back there. But once again, a pendant of this size with this amount of gold weight, like I am just standing here, tweezers in hand, holding the pendant, and my hand right now, this hand right here, is cramping from holding this piece up. It is substantial. This is what our 766 London blue topaz can do, and this is also what it looks like against the neckline. From here, it looks even brighter. It doesn't matter how you wear it, this stone is going to be bright. Once again, with all of the blues here, the blues in this London blue, they are electric, right? They make my hair once again look gray. Here we have our London blue, white gold only on this one. It's not even $999. Call me right now. We'll bring it back up close, take another look at it. Whew. And I wonder if I can let go of this piece for a second here because my hand is tired. Here's what we're gonna do. First caller gets it. We are going to make it $888 on this one. White gold only. What you see is what you get. It is going to be that fancy leaf cut with that checkerboard faceting in the front. Very similar to that citrine that we had not too long ago with the checkerboard cut. And that is a $888 on this piece. And once again, can't even recreate the mounting for $888. So let me know on this one. Do not forget about my tanzanites, my hourglass pendant, my emerald cut ring. Do not forget about, let's see what else I have. Fire opal, I think, is still here. My bicolor tourmaline for only $29.99, still available as well. This one is here. We are verifying it as we speak. Black diamond is here coming up. Aquamarine. I have rubies. I have a trilliant cut yellow sapphire today. Fun little piece here. Now, if anyone wants to request anything else in this, Swiss blue, London blue, citrine, even garnet, we'll see what we have in the back. But this is it, $888 for this entire piece. And I have black opal as well. And let's see. Well, now the entire ground is shaking, so I don't know what the trucks are doing back there. My key earrings are still here. I still have a couple in the white gold and 2 in the yellow gold still to go around. Gents ring is coming up next. I have a pink diamond pendant. That is also last call. So pink diamond lovers, I have a surprise for you today. It is going to be with smaller stones, pave set. But first, we'll get to our Trilliant unheated yellow sapphire. Let me know on this one. It may be gone. Call your operators to double check. And next up is going to be this piece. It is 1126966. And this is our Trilliant. Which reminds me, if my Trilliant Mandarin Garnet earrings are still here, I think we have a problem. Was it just this week that I had them? I think it was. Was it on Tuesday? If you maybe weren't here with me and you might be a little bit interested in what I just mentioned, I had Trilliant cut, private collection, Mandarin garnets, and a pair of earrings that I think are still here. So if you want to see that again, I do believe it's still here in the back somewhere. So just call me, call your operators, and if you want to see it, we'll bring it out for you. But look at this stone. That pure bright sunshine yellow, a 255 center stone with a carat 09 of your diamonds, $69.99 start price on this one. Every single time we have brought a yellow sapphire, they have flown out the door. And throughout the years, there have been some rather memorable ones, right? We had a heart shape yellow sapphire. That one was, you know, I'm sure everyone remembers it. We had some ovals. We had, I think the largest one we ever had was actually an oval in the signature style mounting. So again, some pretty important pieces throughout the years here. This one is definitely up there just because of the cutting, right? Now, it may not necessarily beat the largest one we had, which I think was a 6 or 7 carater, but you know, just the Trilliant cut shape to it. How many times have we seen a Trilliant, right, in a yellow sapphire? Not that often at all. And this is what we're gonna do on my one and only. It truly just looks like a yellow diamond. The first time I saw this today, I thought, well, that's a nice yellow diamond, right? Upon closer inspection, it's not. It's not, as in, it's not a yellow diamond. It is still a beautiful stone, but it is in fact a yellow sapphire. Now for this one, change the gold color if you want. The option is open for you currently in the yellow gold. I would recommend it like it is, and this is also what it looks like on the hand here. Now the bottom of the ring kind of looks like a wonder ring shape, which makes me think that if you maybe have a wonder ring that is maybe not necessarily with the white diamonds, if you wanted to have some fun with it and maybe do some color mix and matching, I'm just thinking we had the diamond and ruby wonder ring style. Who says you can't put that with this, right? If you have the Russian demontoid wonder rings, I think it would fit rather nicely here with the yellows. And I mean, the possibilities are near endless, right? Here's a ring though. If you just want to wear it as it is, that's perfectly fine. I'm just thinking, you know, if you wanted to have some extra fun with it, it's not going to be $29.99. Every time we have a yellow sapphire, it just flies on out the door. This one will have to go as well. It's not going to be $29.99. It's true to size on this one, just currently not my size. Even if you wanted to wear it over here, which I will move right now, it's not going to fit, but I will, that's the best I can do. But I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to wear it on the index, that's another way you could absolutely wear this ring. You don't have to wear it on your ring finger. You don't have to wear it on your middle finger. You wear it wherever you want to wear it on. And it's not even $29.99 on this piece here today, surrounded by over a carat of diamonds, and you still do not lose sight of your center 255 yellow sapphire. That is what I am talking about. And let's bring it back up close here. One more look, one more price drop. Beautiful stone, right? It is a lighter yellow, yes, but there's no secondary colors, right? Every time I see a yellow gemstone, I feel like I have to mention this. Yellow gemstones, I have only seen a handful that I actually liked. Let me elaborate. Yellow is a lighter color, and it is very easy to get secondary colors into. I can't tell you the number of times I have seen quote unquote yellow sapphires in the back only for it to have a greenish color to it. I cannot begin to tell you how many of these yellow sapphires I have seen that have a brownish color to it, that have any other color to it. It's not that pure ideal yellow sapphire, right? It's not yellow. It's always going to be greenish yellow. It's always going to be, orangish yellow, right? Which, if that's what you prefer, no problem. But I think that when we say yellow sapphire, we want that pure, bright yellow sapphire. This one has no secondary color to it at all. And I agree. I love the brightness in this yellow sapphire too, right? It's not a dull stone at all. The cutting certainly does help. It's not going to be $29.99. And if you would like it, I only have this one. It's going to be $2,499, and that is it. And throughout, the time I've been here, I can only count a handful of danbarite, of yellow tourmaline, yellow sapphire, that are this pure ideal yellow color, even yellow zircon, that I actually genuinely like, right? Yellow diamonds, yeah, sure, we have those every so often, but aside from yellow diamonds, right, it's not easy to get gemstones with this pure, bright yellow color. This is one of them. This is here for $24.99. First caller gets it. And next up we have our pink diamond pendant. Last call on this one as well. If you want to see that key earring again, had kind of rushed on by that one. So if you wanted to bring anything back with all the information one more time, I can do that. Everything is in front of me. If you want to request anything, we can bring it out and give you one more look at it with all of the information as well. Now, gentlemen, mentioned a star sapphire in a ring that I have here today. Looks a little something like this. So speaking of the sapphires, just in case anyone was, maybe thinking about it. Let me see. I don't have anything else in the gents ring, so anything else will have to be brought out from the back. Flash that pearl piece right there. And let's see, pink diamond still coming up. Designer yellow gold necklace is here too. I don't know if anyone is interested in ametrine today. Had citrine, had Swiss blue, had London blue. Don't want to overwhelm everyone, so I might hold off on the ametrine to maybe next week. Or if you want to see it, don't worry, it is not that necklace that is almost 100 carats. It is, it is way smaller and way more wearable, I would say. So unless you want to see that, the largest ametrine necklace that we have for that really low price, it's still here. I saw it today. I debated if I should bring it out again, and I debated not to. So if you want to see it though, if you say I want to see it, then we'll bring it out and we'll show it again. But let me see. I do also have another opal necklace in case anyone is interested. Been loving how you guys have been loving these opal pieces. I have pink diamond coming up next. Let's see, Mahenge pink spinel lovers. Now, I also have a pendant in Mahenge pink spinel. It is one single stone, and out of everything that we have left, this is the best pendant that I have. The other ones that I have, they're still Mahenge pink spinels, but if we were to compare these two pieces, the other one more similarly resembles a pink sapphire, which it's still a pretty pink stone. But the one that I have here today has that neon aspect to it. So if you want to see that, let me know. The Windsor's still here. Blue sapphire, I have a blue sapphire bangle with that wonder style motif to it. So quite a few pieces here and there. I'll get these pieces out first. Gents ring still coming up. And next up, I think it is time we bring to you 1110223. So let me know on this one. That's what it looks like through the back as well. So a clean stone. It is bright. $24.99 on this one. And next up, last call on my pink diamond pendant. It looks like this. It's going to fall over, but that's okay because I want you to look at how far, once again, that the diamonds go on this pendant. It's not just diamonds one row down the front and that's it. It goes across and around and beyond, and it just quite literally goes however far you can see. That will be covered with pink diamonds. Yes, the entire piece is entirely with those pink diamonds. I'm gonna hold it up again so you can see what it looks like, but there you go. Try to leave some space so you can see how the bail is connected to that bottom portion right there. This is in the rose gold only, and this is last call. I have two. That's it. Two that are ready to go. If you want to get both, you can. You won't even have to spend $39.99 on each of them. They stay like it is in the rose gold. And actually, scratch that, you do have white diamonds in the bail, forgive me. So 80 points of the pink diamonds at the bottom. And then you have 6 points of your white diamonds at the very top. It's not even going to be $19.99. And again, you are getting pink diamonds. These are natural stones. These have not been, colored before being brought up here. These are not being colored right now, right? It's all natural. Pink diamonds at the bottom. You have 6 points of white diamonds at the top. This is what it looks like from the back with that iconic rose gold. It's everyday wearable, and here is what it looks like against the hand. It is a beautiful abstract design. Not everything has to be a center stone with a triple halo of diamonds. Something that looks like this, could you imagine wearing this in the summer where, your neckline is probably going to be, you're probably not going to be wearing turtlenecks, right? And you could be wearing more of the necklaces, and this could be one of them. And people are going to be asking you, what are you wearing? And you can tell them proudly, you are wearing 80 points of pink diamonds set perfectly. And although the entire piece is in the rose gold, you can still see the separation between the white diamonds and the pink diamonds. There is a very distinct difference in color. It's not just, put the pink diamonds in the rose gold to make them look more pink, right? The white diamonds that you see up top are also in the rose gold, and guess what? You can see that clear distinction between the two. It's not even going to be $19.99. This is what it looks like against the neckline here. So there you go. Even from here, the same exact thing. The entire piece is in the rose gold, but you can see the clear difference in color between the white diamonds versus the pink diamonds. I only have two. If you want to call in right now and take both of them, I won't hold you back. But here's the thing, once they both go, they are both gone for good. Don't have the stone to work with, especially not in this teeny tiny little size. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back up close and see if anyone would like to take our pink diamond pendant here today. It's going to be $1,299, and that is it for your pink and white diamond pendant that looks like this, complete with all of this rose gold inside and out. A rather sizable bail, so if you wanted to potentially wear this with any of your diamonds by the yard, if you wanted to wear this with your pink diamonds by the yard, I think it's meant to be. So $12.99 on this one. I only have two, and let's give it one last 60 seconds here, and it won't sit up straight, so that's what it looks like from the side one more time, right? There's only so small that a stone can go. And here it is, all perfectly set. Once again, if you just look at the top edge right there, right? Not a single diamond is sticking out. Once again, these stones may be smaller, but they were all hand set. One of our jewelers specializes in micropave. He uses a microscope to set these stones. It is near impossible to even wear the magnification glasses to set these stones. You really need to put this piece under a microscope to even set the stones. And I can't even imagine the strain on my eyes after even just setting one of these pieces. So that is why last call on this one. We have two, $12.99. If you want to take both, you can. But this is here, last chance on this one. And if you want pink diamond in a ring, I have it. Next up, I have that black opal in a necklace that I had flashed very briefly. It is here today for a full, complete look. Anything you want to see, let me know. Next up, we have 112-7609, and it is one of the most beautiful pieces. I know I say that like every single time, but truly, when you look at this opal, just had to bring it back out, right? And look, all the colors you want, this opal has got you covered. If you thought it looked good like this, you just saw me turn it and the entire stone just practically went red. This is 112-7609, and this is our black opal in a complete necklace. That chain, substantial. The gold, I was gonna say platinum because that's how heavy it felt, but it's gold. The gold is substantial. The stone, a 912 oval center. 4 points in diamonds, but who's really looking? We're all fixated on this opal. One piece, one color. $79.99 was price on this one. And I think this is one of the perfect examples as to why I love these stones so much. From here, it just looks like one stone, right? One surface. But then once you turn it, you could almost see the depth of the stone just by how the red flashes appear, right? It's not like you're looking at a 2D object, like a flat object, right? It's not like you're looking at a piece of paper. Suddenly, it's like the piece of paper has turned into a cube. There is dimension behind the flashes of color in this piece. I will zoom out just a hair here so you can see more of your stone, but look at that. I mean, we had already dimmed it down a little, but with my arm blocking this extra light right here, the colors get even more intense. Whoever gets this, I am beyond excited for you to see it in person and really just, take it outside and see what it looks like. Let me get a better hold on this one. I'll show you what it looks like here, or hand here. Here, we'll go here first. So here it is, again, bright Paraiba blues, the bright hot reds, the reds that really just reminds me of the fire opal that we had. Bright neon greens, which reminds me, I haven't had a Russian demontoid in a while, so don't have too many of those stones left either. So we'll have to definitely look into what we can do there. But again, this stone, a lot of the reds are desirable. The price is not going to be $79.99. I love the texturing of the 18 karat white gold on the top portion there, closest to my tweezers. In fact, when I saw the 4 points of diamonds up there, my eye immediately went to that textured gold section, and I thought to myself, those must be all pave diamonds, and no way is that only 4 points. I was deceived. The 4 points in diamonds that you get are at the very bottom. They're right over here. So they're not up here. There's no diamonds up here. But because of the texturing of the gold, it looks like there are diamonds. But no, the diamonds are down here. You have 3 individual stones. And this is what it looks like from the back. Not necessarily a double-sided opal, but you're certainly getting colors from the back. This is for all of my opal lovers out there. Here's what it looks like, finally, against the hand here. And there we go. Again, 912 center stone, looks incredibly large. Could you imagine this as a ring, right? How beautiful that would be. Chain comes with, and this chain, by the way, is not some lightweight chain. There is a weight behind this chain. And this chain outside of here could easily cost you a couple $100s. But here we're just gonna throw it in for free. Whoever would like this piece, is not even $49.99. I'll bring it back up close in a moment, but first, over to the neckline here, because I also want you to see what it looks like from a distance away. It looks like a completely different stone. It looks like more of a bright neon blue, with the red still there, hiding away. But the presence this has, right? Could you imagine just wearing this and just everyone just turning heads just to see what you are wearing on your neckline? That is what this stone can do. That is the power of your black opal. And let's bring it back up close. I want to set it down one more time against the side so you can see how much gold truly is in your piece. There's that much gold. And some people may say that it's completely unnecessary, right? The stone is a cabochon cut, meaning that the back is flat, right? If it were a faceted gemstone, it would have a culet, right? It'd be pointed. And if you just had a culet on your neckline, that would be incredibly uncomfortable. But with a cabochon cut, it is flat. But we said, you know what? Even though the back is flat, we are not going to just, save some money on the gold and just say, you know what, just give it a bail and just maybe some prongs here and there and just call it a piece, right? We still went ahead and created this magnificent opal piece, still with this level of gold weight to accommodate for this one stone. This one stone that not everyone may necessarily care about, but someone does care about it, and it is here. One caller gets it. It's not $49.99. Call me right now, opal lovers. I summon you. This necklace right here, let me grab it one more time here and show you what it looks like. One caller gets it. I can't duplicate this piece. I can't duplicate the stone. I can't duplicate the red flashes, the green flashes, the blue flashes, the purples, the pinks, the oranges, the yellows. We're gonna make this one $2,999, and that's it. For the entire pendant plus chain. Now you don't have to wear the chain with this piece, but if you wanted to, just get a chain and see what other pieces you could wear it with, that works too. But you are getting a chain with this piece, whether you like it or not. And this opal necklace is $29.99. One of my favorites. It's almost like yesterday's opal that we had in the ring that was $88.88, right? With the level of colors it has, the texturing, the patterning is a little bit different in this one. It's almost like the pointillism, but a little bit like washed out, in the sense that it's not like strict dots here and there. It's kind of like you took a smudge tool to it, right? Such a fun stone. It's only $29.99. Let me know if you would like to take it here today. And I think we're gonna make it tradition, but let's go back to our emerald cut blue wing block tanzanite. The ring that is still here, that even in not full lights, looked pretty good, I must say. And this one was 1127324. This was our 1407 emerald cut museum reserve blue wing block tanzanite. It is still here for $69.99. First caller gets it. Yellow sapphire still here. I think my London blue topaz might actually still be hanging out here. So if you maybe missed out on that one, I did move on kind of quickly from that piece. So if you want to see that again, just call me up, let me know. And into the last hour we are. Hello everyone, my name is Joyce. Happy Thursday. Welcome to TVON. If you have any requests, please let me know. We are last call in a lot of these stones. Not only in the blue wing block tanzanite, but also in the Mahenge pink spinel, color change sphene, anything else, that's it. So we have what we have, and we are working with what we have. So fire opals included, right? Smaller stones, like, 20 pointers, I have it. But anything like the pear shape I had today, that's it. The pear shape is all I have. So if you maybe missed out on the pear shape fire opal, it's still here as far as I know. If you want to see it again, I can bring it out, but that's it. Again, we'll do our best, but you know, that takes some time. So let me know. And still have a couple of designer pieces to go over today. If there's anything else you want to see, if you don't have a specific item that you have in mind, just want to see something with a general description, just give all the information to us. We'll check in the back. And if we have anything, we will bring it out. So again, thank you for being here with me. And let's get back to our tanzanite. And I know I'd rather be looking at this tanzanite than be looking at my face. So let's go. And here it is, tanzanite still here. My 1407 emerald cut in a ring. Gonna zoom in just a little bit here to give you a better look at your potential new ring. Change the gold color, give us some time, we will work on it. And let's go, $69.99 on this one. Now next up, I have that blue sapphire bangle that I mentioned. This is just a comparison between the two. So as you can see, pretty similar in the blue colors, but what's different is going to be that the tanzanite itself has red flashes. The sapphire in the bangle does not. So yes, still very similar, but not quite. So the bangle is coming up next. I will try on this ring one more time in hopes that it goes. Third time's the charm, right? And there it is. A beautiful emerald cut. It works on the hand. It is a 14 karat, which sounds big, but it is not. Trust me, I have small hands here. And it's $69.99 for this entire ring. Museum reserve, last call on this one. And I, again, would much rather you guys have these pieces than the museum have them, right? The museum can find, you know, thousands, if not millions of other things to put on display. But the other things may not be necessarily jewelry, and fine jewelry is what we specialize in. So, and these pieces are meant to be worn, not meant to be, you know, just put on display and, you know, right? You should wear them. $69.99 on this one. Let me know. Let's bring it back up close here. Hi, Ellen. Ellen is early today. Ellen is here. Welcome to Thursday, Ellen. And let's see here. I have another opal necklace, but I might just hold off on that one. Had my hourglass tanzanite pendant. Designer pieces, ruby pieces. I mentioned a ruby piece too. It's not just one ruby. It is multiple rubies, perfectly matched, perfectly set in one gigantic ring. If you thought that the tanzanite was large, I'm just gonna slightly shuffle it over here. If you thought that the tanzanite was a large ring, well, this ruby ring to the right of it is then extra large. So yes, this ring is completely wearable. This one is taking it a step further. So just to, you know, give you guys a comparison there. This is here. Let me know, verifying it as we speak. $29.99 on my cat's eye indicolite. That one is still here too. And let's see, pink diamond pendant. Think it might still be here, but again, double check with your operators on some of these pieces here. Don't want to give you guys wrong information as I don't have a computer in front of me. See, London blue topaz, $29.99 on the cat's eye indicolite. Let me just flash it right here. $29.99 on this one. So that's just a heads up too. Of course. Does he mean the star? The star sapphire? Sure, of course. And yes, William, I will show it right up next. I will put aside the sapphire bangle. Thank you for requesting that. And let's go. It looks like this. A lot of the Rolex styles recently, this being one of them. This is 112-1614. And this is currently in the white gold, that Rolex style gents ring, 283 of your star ruby. Yes, I would say, yeah, I guess the color is closer to ruby. It's got a little bit of that pinkish purple color to it. Very similar to that Malaya garnet gem ring that we saw yesterday. Just a little bit more on the pinky side, but yes, comparing to the other gem ring we had yesterday, very similar in color. Now, the Malaya garnet that we had yesterday had a color changing phenomena to it. This is going to be that unheated star ruby, and you are seeing 2 stars right now. I can go ahead and just block one of the lights here, and just like that, one of the stars disappears. So you're seeing 2 stars right now because we have 2 lights on it. I actually really like it like that. So if I block this light right here, you're seeing 1 strong star just in your stone, just rotating as the ring spins as well. 283 center stone, 59 points of your diamonds. $69.99 was priced on this one. I like this lighting. It's almost like the sun is setting, right? It's like you are in the city, maybe in your apartment, the sun is setting, the light is bouncing off of the buildings around you, and it's just illuminating your room. Ah, love it. Anyways, thank you for the request, William. This is the one and only gem ring that I have here today. And let me just kind of just gently hold this one here and just show you what the stone looks like. All in all, beautiful piece. It is also going to be kind of like that cabochon cut, where it is going to be a dome finish in the front, Rolex style, diamonds, not only in the halo here, but also surrounding in the sides right over there. This ring, not even $49.99. Gem rings require quite an amount of gold. This one included, right? Not only the gold on the outside, but also the gold on the inside, right? There's an undergallery. It's true to size. It tapers nicely. Change the gold color if you want. We'll take all of that gold and recreate the mounting and give you something new. And look at this on the hand. Just like that. Do you like it? I do. You want to see that too? Sounds good. Look like our gentlemen have finally arrived to the party here. So we'll get this one priced, and then we'll bring up the emerald gem ring coming up next. But look at this. Even from here, where the lights are not necessarily pointing directly into this angle right here, right? It's pointing down there, right? Down there is where the wheel is. Here, there's no direct light, and yet you are getting such strong stars still. That's what it looks like from the side, from the front. And we're gonna bring it back up close. One more look here. It's $2,999. Done deal. $29.99 for a 283 unheated star ruby with 59 points of your VS diamonds and all of this gold to wrap it all up. $29.99. And let me run on over to get the other gem ring that I have here today. And we are going to bring it up next. I'm going to assume it's also for William. Okay. It was a 50-50 guess. Let's go. $29.99 on this one. Next up. Now, that is a rather nice Colombian emerald. This is 1127487. This is Colombian emerald. And I just blocked one of the lights for the star ruby for a completely different reason. But I am going to go around and do the exact same thing and look at how much brighter the stone gets, right? From here where the entire piece is lit to here where suddenly it's the emerald is the only thing that is glowing. Now, don't get me wrong, the diamonds are still brilliant, but when you go from this to this, you can see into your stone. You can see how powerful this emerald is, how much, truly glow it has, right? It doesn't dull down and kind of just fade into the background, right? It comes forward and it comes forth with full force. This is our carat 35 emerald, 40 points in the diamonds, a mixture of platinum and 18K yellow gold, similar to that Rolex style. And here is what we are going to do on this one. $9,999 was price. Here to make your dreams come true. Emerald is a difficult stone to work with. And if you were here with me the last couple of days, I had brought out a rejection emerald. An emerald that people who don't know of TVON will pay the exact same, if not more, for a stone that is of lesser quality. But you are lucky. You know of TVON and you have shopped with us. You know of our quality. You know of our prices. You know of our deals and of our values. This one included, it's not going to be even $6,999 here today on a ring that has an incredible amount of gold and platinum. And then once it's angled directly into your eye, I have no words to tell you how incredible this emerald is. It's still included, and I can say that proudly. It is not a clean emerald, but look at what it can do. It looks like someone installed those neon lights inside of your stone, but that is impossible. There's no plug, there's no wire. It's just your stone. It looks like this. It's not even going to be $69.99. I would like to just show it to you on the hand here. I automatically put it on my index because of how much gold and platinum it has, but you can wear it anywhere else. I'll move it over to my middle finger. Looks like this, right? It's true to size, and it fits nicely. I'll move it over to my ring finger. Fits nicely, it's comfortable. There's nothing going on the sides aside from the platinum and the gold, so truly it is just smooth to the touch. It's like touching silk, right? It's smooth, it's never going to catch. There's nothing to catch, right? There's no diamonds on the side, there's no other stones on the sides, there's not a prong on the side, right? It's just completely smooth, it is comfortable, and it is not even going to be $69.99. That's what it looks like from the side. I love the way that the 18K yellow gold just leads directly into your emerald. It's almost like, you know how with paintings and with art, how there's like the golden ratio where you have to place your subjects in a very specific way so that it leads the viewer's eyes directly into the main focal point. Well, here the yellow gold is kind of doing that, but truly when you have an emerald that looks like that, we don't need any golden ratio, right? We don't need anything. We just need that emerald. We need one color. Here's what we're going to do on this one here today. We're gonna make it a fantastic value for a ring of this size with an emerald that glows like none other. It's $3,699, and that is it. $36.99 for a phenomenal carat 35 Colombian emerald with all of this platinum. This is what it looks like from the back. So again, all of this platinum and gold weight for one ring. That's how important this one stone is. And don't get me wrong, it may not be a 10 karat stone, but that doesn't mean that it's, you know, any lesser than the other stones, right? You've seen what it looks like with the lights blocked, and I will do the same thing one more time here, just so you can see what I mean by how intense this stone is. How many emeralds have you guys seen out there that it looks nothing like this? It doesn't even look like a gemstone. It just looks like something you picked off the ground in the parking lot, something that looks like it has been run over by, you know, how many cars, right? This does not look like that. This looks like a fine emerald, a fine gemstone, and it is. It's only $36.99 here today. One caller gets it. And ladies, I would not be opposed to one of you guys picking it up. I know William requested it. So William, I'm giving you some competition here, but I know a lot of gals out there who would not be opposed to wearing this themselves. And I, in fact, would wear it. And I could tell you exactly where I would wear it, and that would be on my index. So $36.99 on this one. One color gets it. Tanzanite is still here. We can move on to our blue sapphire bangle coming up next. Call me on this one or any of the gents ring that you might have seen. Had one yesterday. Had a couple the last 2 weeks, so just throwing that out there. And next up, bangle time. It is 111 8652. This is the stone we are talking about. And this is going to be that pear shape, blue sapphire, carat 20. Gonna zoom back just a little bit here. Actually, no, I'm gonna zoom in. I want you to see, I want you to get a really nice up close look at your blue sapphire. It's not inky dark. It's not a blue green. It's not, there's no color zoning. It's not one part of the stone is inky dark and the other is bright, beautiful blue. The entire stone is consistent. Even in a carat 20, we have other stones here that are far larger, 3 carat plusers. Same exact thing, right? The color is bright, the color is open, the color is not too dark. I have seen some stones here that I can't believe that, are even here, and that reminds me, if we don't have too much of the blue sapphires, but if need be, I'll go and I'll pick out a rejection that is too dark and I'll show you what it looks like. It literally looks like onyx or a black diamond or, one of those stones, right? But that's fine if you're looking for, a black diamond. That's fine if you're looking for onyx, but it's not fine if you're looking for a royal blue sapphire. This is what that ideal color should be. And if you would just want to take a picture of that, you just save it in your, I call it my color collection, but if you just have like a photo album, right? For all of the gemstones that we've had here, this is a great one to add to that album. I'm gonna zoom back so you can see the entire piece right here. It is going to be your bangle, $59.99, start price here. After all, it is a bangle, does require that much more gold to create this one piece. Change the gold color if you want, but the thing is that you're not necessarily seeing too much of the gold from the front, right? It's in that wonder style look. And here's what it looks like. Yeah, that's right, the ring is still here, but here's what it looks like from a distance away, and you're wondering, well, it's open in the back. How am I supposed to, get my wrist through this little opening here, right? So the way this one works is that as I move my hand aside, there is a kickstand hinge right here. You will just open it like so. Easy as that. Open, close, open, close. And then this space allows you to really just put your bangle on and then close it just like that. And there you go. The sapphire bangle is on and there is no hassle. There's no fussing with it. And look at that sapphire, right? A carat 20, how well it shows up even on the wrist, right? Carat 20, even on the hand, that would be a pretty decent size. But on the wrist, with 72 points in diamonds, that is a look. And if you have any other bangles from us, specifically the Wonder Bangle, if you wanted to just dress it up a little bit here and there, you can do that, right? If you maybe even have another one of this particular style with a different gemstone, and if you wanted to maybe stack it together, you can also try that. It's not going to be $59.99. I honestly can't believe that we are doing this price for an entire bangle that requires, just this much more gold to work with. Here's what we're gonna do on this one. I'm gonna take it off and I will put it back up close. And it just took 2 seconds, just like that. And here is what we are going to do on our one and only blue sapphire in a bangle today. Change the gold color if you really want to. And we are going to make it $1,999. One caller gets it. That is it. That is all. Here's what it looks like from the side. So yes, even though your stone is only a carat 20, it still is set in its own little basket there. It's open from the back, so you can see the true color of your blue sapphire. It is bright. It is open. And from the back, the inside of the entire bangle, where it will sit on your wrist, is going to be in that mirror finished gold. It is completely smooth. It is beyond comfortable, and it is here for only $19.99. One caller gets it. Let me know on this one. My emerald ring, the gents ring, is still here. And black diamond earrings, my opal necklace for $29.99 is still hanging out in case you missed it. Opal necklace looked a little something like this, a rather beautiful stone. Still here for $29.99. Have a pink diamond that I mentioned, looked a little something like this, purplish pink really. And I think I have to show you that ruby ring coming up next since we already zoomed out so much, right? So call me on this one. Next up, we have 112-7467. We have zoomed all the way back for a bangle, and I feel like we have to zoom back even more, but I think also here is perfect. 216 total weight of your baguette rubies, a carat 07 of your diamonds, and I'm going to zoom all the way in here so we can all take a good look at our rubies. Baguette cut, perfectly matched stones throughout the entire piece. The closer I move, the more out of focus it gets. So let me zoom back just a little bit here so we can fit all of the stones in here. Similar concept as the last time I had an emerald cut ruby. You don't see this particular stone in this particular cut for a very good reason. If you had a really included stone in the emerald cut, in the Asher cut, in the square cut, in the princess cut, it's not going to look like this. I'm going to try my best to angle it away. So if your stone were just not clean and you cut it like that, it would just look like a rectangular shape or a square shape or whatever shape of just the color of the stone. It won't have any of this elevator of light. It'll just look like that. Just like that, but worse. And here we have not one, not two, not even three, but we have 5 perfectly matched stones in this one ring. It is so designer. And it is here for $99.99. That's what the price should have been. We are here to move it, even though it took this much 18 karat yellow gold to create. It is so heavy that I can't even turn it properly. It's going to fall forward because of how heavy it is. And this is what it looks like. Well, I wish it was my size. But that is what it looks like on the hand. This is a statement piece. And if I close my eyes right now, and if I never met this ring before, and I close my eyes, held out my hand, and you put this ring in the palm of my hand, I would have immediately guessed that the ring was platinum. That is how substantial the gold weight is on this ring, where even now, where it's not even my size, where I just have it just over my knuckle, I can feel the weight of this ring. And if I were to close my eyes right now, like I'm doing, and if I were just to kind of like judge the weight of the ring, it feels like it's platinum. It is that heavy. And we're not gonna make it $99.99. Perfectly matched rubies. A ring with so much yellow gold in it. That looks like this. Oh, that's right, carat 07 of diamonds. Set, scattered between this design. I would love for someone to have this, or maybe just to even try it out. Expand your horizons with your design choices and try this ring out. It's not even going to be $3,999. Would absolutely love for someone to own this and really just see what top quality ruby is all about, right? Even in the smaller stones, even in the larger stones. As long as we are called TVON, we will bring to you the best quality gemstones across the board. No one can beat us. Even in a ring as designer as this, in a ring that no one else can possibly even replicate. The stones, the diamonds, the gold, the price. This ring is going to be $3,499, and that is it. Charmaine, I agree. It is stunning, right? Of all of the pieces, considering earrings, pendants, necklaces, bracelets, bangles, other rings, brooches, right? This is definitely a looker. If you were to put this in just a box of assorted pieces of varying sizes, I'm sure that you would definitely catch wind of this one. Not just by the gold presence, but the rubies. The way it just catches the light and flashes back at you, you'll probably look at this and wonder, what kind of new gemstone is this? It cannot possibly be Burma ruby. Rubies don't typically do this. Rubies typically are not even cut into this shape. But here it is, 5 perfectly matched stones cut into the baguettes, perfectly set, 1 ring, $34.99. We'll make it yours. Let me know. And next up, black diamonds, might as well. Have a pair of black diamond earrings. They are currently in the rose gold, but looks like we can change them. So glad that we are still keeping the options open here. And this ring is still here. My gents ring is too. Black diamond earrings coming up next. They are going to be 1120830. I need to do some cleaning here. And they are going to be a piece that looks like this. There's one of them. And there's the other one. You have your black diamonds. This is one stone that you really can't go wrong with in terms of the gold color. Even right now, in the rose gold, they don't look bad at all. In the white gold, they don't look bad at all. In the yellow gold, they don't look bad at all. 348 total weight of your cushion cut black diamonds, 10 points of your diamonds, $39.99 start price on this one. And here is what we are going to do on our one and only pair of black diamond earrings we have today. Now, a long time ago, story time, we had quite a few black diamond pieces. They were understandably very popular. We had rings, we had pendants, we had earrings, you name it, we had it. And I feel like we had a bangle too, but I might just be imagining things. And since then, black diamond wasn't something that we necessarily specialized in, right? It's definitely a look, and it's definitely a very, it's like a signature look, right? You could definitely create your persona, your personality around black diamonds. It's very in your face in a good way, right? You don't necessarily have to wear like a 10-karat emerald to, you know, make it part of your character. You could just be covered with black and white diamonds. And it's like a statement piece with how stark the contrast is between the two colors. Now, we had a couple of pieces here and there, and as time passed, the pieces slowly but surely just went out, and they've always been in a surprising high demand. but we never really had anything new come in, right? We never really, anticipated a love for black diamonds to be like this. So I just want to bring these earrings out for anyone who might have been, just wondering, do they do black diamonds? Yes, we do. We don't have a lot left. We have this pair of earrings, and we have a pair of fancy cuts in the yellow gold, and I believe that's it. So nothing in the rings. Have a couple of pairs of the earrings, as in I have this one and the one in the yellow gold, and that's it. Pendants, I had one before. It had pink and white diamonds. It was a round. It was like a medallion style. That's long gone. So this is it. This is it with what we have in black diamonds. And it's not going to be even $19.99. Last call on our black diamonds. And yes, I have a grocery list of gemstones that we should probably, do our best to bring more of, to restock, but it's not always going to be possible. If you would like one of our last pair of black diamond earrings, we are going to make it $1,299, and that is it. Change the gold color if you like. You don't have to keep it like it is in the rose gold, but that is what it looks like against the hand. Again, that contrast. It is just eye-catching, right? My emerald is still here, but that black diamond right there, it almost looks like it's floating between your two diamond shapes there. And let's go back up close. I'll hold one against the ear here so you can see what it is all about. Black diamonds, they do not care if your hair is up, if your hair is down. Black diamonds do not care if your hair is long, if your hair is short. Black diamonds do not care if your hair is colored or not. It works with everything. $12.99 will make them yours. Let's bring them up close and see who would like to take it here today. And this is also what it looks like from the back. So this was actually a really popular style that we had done one time with morganites. But I mean, how versatile is it, right? Morganite to black diamond, two completely different stones across the colors, and it still works. $12.99 for this one. Let me know. And let's see, I have my largest Marilani mint garnet in case anyone is interested. Yesterday I had brought the Malaya garnets, which I think the gemstring might still be here. Double check with your operators. But if you want to go for something more on the green side, I have the largest pear-shaped Marilani mint garnets. And if you were to recall what that gemstring yesterday changed color to under the UV light, well, for the Marilani mint, it is very similar, if not the exact same. Next up, 1119162. Call me on these. End of the show is coming up, and we'd love to hear any last minute requests here and there. But there we go. Haven't zoomed in a quick moment here, but this one we will definitely have to, because here we have our 433 color change Marilani mint garnet. It is a close relative of the Tsavorite. Some of the lighter color Tsavorites might actually look like the Marilani mints, but the Tsavorites do not change color under UV light. These stones do. Now, even though most of these stones, they are very close in color to this bright minty green color, the color that they change to under the UV light actually does vary. There are some stones that will be primarily more of an orange. There are some stones that will be more of that primarily hot pink color. And there are some stones that will have that 50-50 split of the hot pink and the orange, giving it one of the most beautiful paparasha-like colors under the UV light. This center stone, you just need that one ultraviolet light. It will 100% change color. The entire stone will. And here we go. This is our largest. 33 points of VS diamonds, VS yellow diamonds around it. A carat 11 in just that single exterior halo. This is a double halo done right. This is our $19,999 piece. Stays like it is. Change the ring size for you, no problem at all. And it's been discounted. I mean, truly it should be six figures at today's day and age, but here we go. And TVON, I must say, we may not be a network that has been here for a very long time. And we may not be a huge network with like, 100 jewelers in the back and like 50 operators picking up phone calls, right? We're not like that. But what I will say is that we are trend setters. I remember that first time we brought Marilani mint garnets. It was crazy. I was in the phone bank and I remember just looking around me in awe, being like, oh my gosh, the energy in here is unbelievable. The air is just electric. Everyone was fighting over the Marilani mint garnets. And that day was a day to remember. And then the funniest thing, the very next day, everyone else started selling Marilani mint garnets. But the only difference was that, did theirs change color under the UV light? Hard to say. They didn't really show it. We showed it. I still have the videos if you want to see them. I still have the proof if you want to see them. And other people's stones, they didn't look this nice, right? Their stones, they were not exactly that pure bright minty green. They had some browns to it, some grays to it. They were included. They had big windows in the center of the stones. Calling it Marilani mint garnets, sure. But here's where it's at. Here's where it all started. Here's our largest. It's not even going to be $9,999. I would love for someone to just have this ring, try it out. It is our largest. If you want anything smaller, I'll have to think. I did have that necklace that had a smaller pear shape. I think it was last week. But anything in the rings, I'll have to think of. I can only think of this one. Actually, no, we do have a slightly smaller oval in that double halo signature style ring in the white gold. So if you want to see that one, it's slightly smaller than this, but it's also still a pretty large stone. This is just the largest. It is the largest and it is the most important. Ooh. We are all talking black diamonds in the chat right now. That would be a very interesting idea. We'll have to, yeah, I know we talked about this idea, but it's it's really down to whether or not we can get the stones. So, yeah. We're talking about black diamond huggies, so I know it's like the larger stones we don't even have a lot of, and we're here talking about smaller stones, which I think would be a fantastic idea. Don't get me wrong, but we'll definitely have to see with the stones, and I'll do some searching. Maybe one day I'll get to go out to the trade show and force them to go on for longer than a week so I can get all of all of the stones that I have on my list. But this one, $99.99 for the largest. That's already a pretty nice value, right? Especially for a 433. Even if this were just straight up a Savorite, a 4 karat 33 for $99.99 is an absolute steal. And here's what we're gonna do instead. I'm gonna try it on the hand so you can see how bright and fresh the color is. It's not cloudy, it's not gray, it's not brown, which those two colors are fine if the gemstone is supposed to be that color. There's not a big old window in the center of it. The cutting is perfect. The diamonds are perfect too. And that's what it looks like from the side. Slight layering of your double halo leading into the center. True to size band on this one. a ring that is so incredibly wide that the band just completely disappears, unless you do this. Sorry. But like this, it's like, where did the band go? This piece is just floating on my hand. It's not $99.99. Here's what it looks like up close, from the side, from the back, through the back, from the other side, and back to the front. The largest Marilani mint garnet that we have right now in inventory is sitting right here in front of you, and we are going to make it $7,999, and that is it. $79.99 for the largest. And this is like Savorite, but with an extra twist, with that color changing aspect. It's not just a green gemstone. There is a level of fun that can be had with this stone, especially with a UV light. And if you have Savorite, you can take a UV light to it. It will not color change. If it does, well, then you just happen to have a Marilani mint garnet. But this right here for $79.99 does not happen. Well, actually, that's great. We actually do have an example. So it's not the exact same ring, but we do have an example of what it would change to under the UV light. So it does change into, there's a variety. So again, it's not the exact same ring, but for this one in particular, it had more of the hot pinks with just a hint of orange. If you wanted the actual color of this one, I can take a picture. I can even take a video for you if you wanted, but the entire stone changes color. And it's also very similar to that Malaya garnet that we had yesterday. If you saw, we had two light sources on it, but with the UV light, that is that blue light, it does change into a hot pink, pinky orange color. So if you want a video of this one, I can do that. And I can even bring it back next week with said video, just to show you guys that in fact does color change, and I'm not just making it up. So here we go on this one. And let me see if I have enough time to get in maybe a last item here. All right, I think I have to. Ametrine, not the 100-carat almost necklace. This is going to be a pendant. No diamond weight. It is 1113066. And it looks like this. So not all ametrine is created the same. For this one, as you can see, it is mostly going to be that amethyst color, and then there's just that perfect slice of citrine. This is our 4-carat 60 crazy fire cut ametrine, no diamond weight to it, 1 1/8 inch from top to bottom, white, yellow, or the rose gold, completely up to you. A kind of an interesting scrollwork design carved into the bail here. And it was supposed to be $599. End of the show is here. Again, if there's any of those pieces you're still thinking about, now is the time to grab those pieces and feel happy about it, right? This is what we are going to do here. Crazy fire cut. I have a couple to go around. You can change the gold color to whatever you want. It's not going to be $599. And don't think that this is also going to be a teeny tiny little thing that you can barely see. It looks like this. It is not a small stone at all. This is what a 460 looks like against the hand. That by itself is a centerpiece for a ring worthy. It's not $599. This is what it looks like against the neckline here. Again, love that crazy fire cut. No one else has it except for us. And here is what we are going to do. We're going to bring it down even lower than $599. Let's bring it back up close here and take another look before we gotta go. Looks like this. The bail is large. That is all I will say. The bail is large. It will fit any diamonds by the yard with enough space. So if you wanted to just get a couple of your diamonds by the yard and just layer them through this one piece. You can do that, and guess what? $5.99, not going to be your price. End of the show is here. You guys will probably never believe what I'm going to do, but it's still solid gold. It's currently in the white gold. Again, change it to whatever gold color you want. Now, not all ametrine will look the same, but they will all have a certain degree of amethyst and citrine color to it. So that is just a heads up there. This one just happens to have more of the amethyst coloring to it. And guess what? It is $299. That is it. Still going to honor that old price that we did many, many, many years ago. And it's only $299 each. I only have a couple to go around. I absolutely love this crazy fire cut. No one else can do it. No one else can copy this. Only we have it. And I wanted to just share it with you guys, the TVON family, and it's only $299 each on this one. We already have 3 gone just like that. Change the color to whatever you want. It works with the white gold. It works with the yellow gold. If you want to experiment with the rose gold, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but we can do it. And it's only $299 for an entire pendant. You saw the size of this piece against my hand. It is not a small little charm. A 460 may not look large on paper, but let me show you what it looks like once again against the hand. This is not a teeny tiny little baby stone, right? If it was, then we can't do the crazy fire cutting. These fancy cuts require a certain size of the stone to even create this effect. Otherwise, it just looked like, you know, something that was just cut wrong and just set to the side, right? This has that crazy fire cut. It's only $299 each. I have a couple to go around, and it's here. Couple already left, but I have a couple still here. Call your operators. We will find out who will pick up what gold color. And this is one of those rare pieces where I wish we could do multi-gold color in one piece. But it's here, all in the white gold, all in the yellow gold, or all in the rose gold, completely up to you. Let's bring it back up close, and I will go find something to put on our recap wheel here. But these pieces, I love that we can share the specialty cuts here. Miss S says, I think you could use that ametrine to hypnotize someone if you held it up and swung it in front of them. So I'm gonna hold it again, and I'm gonna hold it against my hand, and I'm gonna swing it in front of you guys, and I'm going to hypnotize you guys. Buy the ametrine, buy my tanzanite, buy my Colombian emerald gents ring. What else is here? My cat's eye indigo, buy it. Are you guys hypnotized yet? But $299 on this entire pendant, solid gold. White gold, yellow gold, or the rose gold, completely up to you. Basket for the ametrine, absolutely yes, only $299. Are you getting sleepy? All right, let's bring it back up close here. Let me see what else I could bring up. My tanzanite certainly I can bring up. Tanzanite, Marilani mint, my gents ring, cat's eye indigolite. So I have a couple of pieces here and there. I try my best, Ellen. It's not working. All right, let's see. Tanzanite definitely deserves center stage here. So keep calling on the ametrine. Still have a couple left. And this is that tanzanite that we had today. Gonna back it up with a cat's eye indicolite that we had for only $29.99. And then on the other side, we will have our Marilani mint garnet that we just had, the largest in our inventory. Looks like that. And I feel like in the front, we have to balance it off with some warmer colors here. So let's see what I can do. Cat's eye indicolite. That also, I forgot, likes to roll around. So that will have to do for now. Let's see what else. Oh, fire opal. Unless this is gone, which I don't think it is, I have a fire opal, or I had a fire opal In the very first hour, it was only $19.99, and I do believe that it is still here. So if it's not, please forgive me, but I think it is still available. It looks like this. The last that we have in our rings in the fire opal is right up here. And anything else that is warm in color, I love to just balance it off. My hourglass style for the Museum Reserve Tanzanites and the pendants. I think, yeah, we'll have to put up the gents ring here then. Balance it off with the warmer colors here. Have to find a way to hold down this cat's eye indicolite. But we have a wide selection of gemstones up here. A wide selection of colors too, which, you know me, I just love colors, right? Last week we had a full blue recap wheel, and now we have something that looks like this. Love to see it. My gents emerald still here too, but we already have a green up there, so I don't want to oversaturate with the greens. I think this is perfect. We have your minty greens, we have your bright hot reds, you have your pinkish purple, you have your indicolite, and then you have your blue wing block tanzanite with that beautiful, rich, deep blue color with that red flash color to it. Now don't be deceived. I know the last time I had flashed the fire opal, it had created red flashes in the piece that it was in front of. The red flashes in that blue wing black tanzanites are the tanzanites its own. So it's not borrowed from the fire opal, it's its own red flashes. Everything up here must go. Let me see if there's anything else I can maybe bring up. Had black diamonds today, ametrine, opal necklace, I had flashed a pearl, my pink diamonds, and my bicolor tourmaline in a pendant. I think it's still here for $29.99. So those pieces are still here, and I think that's it. So couple of pieces still here. If you wanted to request anything, we'll be here for a couple of minutes after the end of the show. If you wanted to talk about anything from the last couple of days, I can pull up all the information too. And it's been another fantastic 3 days in a row of hearing my beautifully monotone voice. So Lauren will be back with you guys tomorrow, same place, same time. Tomorrow is, in fact, Friday, end of the week. So she'll be here with you guys Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 2 times a day on Saturday and Sunday. And then once more again on Monday. So every day that we have a show, we will have a show in the evening, 5 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. And then Saturday and Sunday, if you're newer with us, we also have a daytime show. And those are the shows that you really do not want to miss. The weekends are always the most fun. Even though I have to wake up a little bit earlier, I don't mind. I love the weekend shows. And they happen 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So again, it's gonna be a very fun weekend. You absolutely do not want to miss our weekend shows. And yeah, so she'll be here with you guys again starting tomorrow, running through Monday. And I'll be here with you guys again next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we will see what happens after that. So stay tuned and forgive us for the crazy schedule changes here and there. But it's good to keep you guys on your toes, right? Like, what are they gonna do, right? Are they gonna be here tomorrow? Are they not? Like, how many times a day, right? So yeah, all of our information schedule-wise is on our website, tvon.com. If you prefer to watch on TV, I know that we actually added a couple of networks here and there. So if you wanted to check which one you have and see the channel numbers, and I think some also are dependent on area. So if you just wanted to check it out, again, tvon.com, we have all the information up there. And of course, if you wanted to watch on our website, we have a HD stream. So TV can be a little bit blurry, but if you wanted to get like the most crisp picture possible, I would really advise you to watch online. It is like, it is like it's like you're nearsighted your entire life, and then suddenly you just put on glasses and it's like the entire world is just clear. So yeah, we have that. We also have Facebook if you want to chat with our ladies. We have a lovely community on our Facebook. We also have YouTube if you want to go there too. Website, and of course on TV. So if you have any requests for the next couple of days, please also get those in. And again, it's been a great time with you guys the last couple of days. I will be back next week. And again, please do not forget to join Lauren. She'll be here with you guys tomorrow through the weekend into Monday. And in the meantime, have a great rest of your Thursday. I will see you guys next week, or I'll see you guys in the phone bank. And have a great rest of your night. And we will see you guys here tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night.